the sideline. He hits his receiver for a touchdown. Pirates up 20-12.
And that's just good coaching right there. Credit to the offensive staff for repping that. You don't get good at that if you don't rep it in practice. And that's a free play for there. Boston and Kickoff knew what needed to happen. Man, what a great play. What a great throw for Colt Strong. He is coming into his own tonight, as is the Pirate offense.
Third extra point of the night. It's good. So Pirates
knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. To demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility. This means that you, as a fan, should not criticize the players on either team. You should not bully the officials. You should not have alcoholic beverages on public school grounds since it is a violation of state law. You should be courteous to the visiting fans. You should cheer for your team, and you should show respect for injured players on both teams. Sportsmanship is a vital part of athletics, and the UIL and its member schools are dedicated to promoting sportsmanship around the state. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support both of these teams in a positive and sporting way. All fans, please understand that we have a new communication policy here at Pine Tree Stadium. If you do have to go outside of the extra after you visit, you will need to purchase another ticket to re-enter the facilities. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the center of the field where Pine Tree High School leadership would like to welcome Chapel Hill High School to Pirate Stadium. This traditional friendship exchange is a symbol of our friendly sportsmanship in tonight's game. We welcome the students, coaches, teachers, administrators, parents, and staff to our stadium. Pine Tree is represented by leadership members. Chapel Hill is represented by student council members. Attention Pine Tree parents, tonight we invite any student that is in kindergarten up through 6th grade to make their way down through the Pirate Tunnel on the field to be part of our kickoff crew. If you have a student that would like to be a part of the crew, please chaperone them to the scoreboard end of the stands and the stairs leading to the field. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the playing of the Chapel Hill High School alma mater, followed by the alma mater Pine Tree. Over the pilot tunnel, tonight's Pine Tree kickoff crew is ready to enter the field. This group of young Pirates show their spirit as they kick off each home game and help cheer the Pirates on to victory. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Pine Tree Pirate kickoff crew. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flagpoles at the north end of the stadium, where tonight we are honored to recognize two very special members of our Pine Tree family. as our Hoist the Colors captains. Our Hoist the Colors captains for tonight's game are brothers Andy and Matthew Hill. We will start the night by raising the Pine Tree flag, a symbol of everything we stand for here at Pine Tree Independent School District: pride, excellence, and tradition. Andy Hill graduated from Pine Tree in 1991, was a member of Bucks, and went on to graduate from Stephen F. Austin State University and Southwestern Seminary. He now serves as executive pastor of Marbury Baptist Church. Andy is an active member in our city. He is the chair-elect for the Longview Chamber of Commerce Board for 2026 and plays a major role in supporting our students, staff, and the Pine Tree community. With him tonight is his wife, Michelle, a proud member of the staff at Pine Tree Primary, where she teaches our newest Pirates, and their daughter, Aniston, a proud Pirate who attends our Parkway campus, is a prestige dance member, competes in university interleague competitions, and will be part of the class of 2034. The Hills are also parents to twins, 22-year-old Graham and Abigail, graduates from the Pine Tree class of 2021. Matthew Hill graduated from Pine Tree in 1993. He was president of the Bucks, was voted most friendliest and most popular, and chosen for the class of '93 Senior Hall of Fame. He played varsity basketball for 3 years, earning first-team All-District honors, and was inducted into the Pine Tree Boys Basketball Ring of Honor. Matthew earned his bachelor's degree from Stephen F. Austin State University, a master's degree in business administration from UT Tyler, and a law degree from the Baylor University School of Law. He has practiced law in Longview since 2003 and started the Hill Law Firm in 2014. Matthew has served his community by acting as vice president and president of the board of directors for the Longview Teen Court program, as an adjunct professor of business law at LaPerno University, and as an associate municipal judge for the city of Longview. He has been excited to support Pine Tree in theater productions, the annual Pirate of the Pines, the Pine Tree Little Rivers, and the Pirate basketball and golf programs. With Matthew tonight is his beautiful wife of almost 25 years, Jessie, who is the daughter of longtime head coach of Chapel Hill, Dickie Meeks. Matthew believes that his most impressive accomplishment is convincing her to marry him. And with him tonight are their 2 children, Grayson, who is 25 and a graduate of Liberty University, and 15-year-old high school sophomore, Addison. Thank you, Mr. Andy Hill and Mr. Matthew Hill, and your families for your continued support of Pine Tree Independent School District. We are grateful to have you as lifelong Pirates.
I thought I'd forever be sinless. Spending whatever to spend on the beat. But God bless the game, did it all for the city. All the shots they let off, but they ain't hit. All the shots we let off, they ain't mentioned. You ain't fight, finding them lit. Never change, I'm the same as you see me. The only thing changes the back of my dick. Can't forget about the dollars and change on my pen that was struggle. But now we ain't stay for a live. If we ever fell out, you a fake one.
Yeah, we're good.
Switch sides, don't be standing up. But yeah, that was the biggest. Ain't change on my clip. But the 60s respecting me. Pretty they be like that. They don't forever, no prices for real. $1 million condos out to eat for my stick. They got dollar condos, letting logs off the seat. Ready to my little roast. Came with a switch in the list. Like, I'm down for this. Let them make it 2 months, I'm not proud of it. Here I niggas, I'm feeling crop with it. I'm the same, I just live. Sliding out there every way. They said I put this on the seat. I'm the same. Stuff in the sense to the way. They ask me, I didn't let it back come to see. I just ready. Help me, nothing to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pine Tree Pirates. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand? And gentlemen, remove your hats as we pause for a moment of silence and prayer for our country, our students, and the men and women who have served and are serving to help and protect us in our communities and around the world. Thank you. Please remain standing for our national anthem, performed tonight by the Pine Tree High School Band under the direction of Mark Perry.
Stadium, where the Pine Tree Pirates are set to take on the Chapel Hill Bulldogs in a District of Doom matchup on a special Thursday night edition of the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. This is Michael Clemens Jr., and I'm joined by Coach Angel Rocha tonight, ready to bring you Pirate football. Coach, what's been going on?
Man, I'm telling you, could not wait for this game, and so God decided to bless East Texas with a little bit of weather this weekend, brought us that much closer to Friday Night Lights, now Thursday Night Lights, and man, very excited to be bringing this game to Pirate Nation. This is a big game. If I would have to say, Mike, this is the game that everybody else's eyes in the district is looking at right now because of so much of the implication for those 4 playoff spots. Pine Tree last week after the big win over Henderson. Henderson now needs Pine Tree to continue on their winning ways and knock Chapel Hill off, who Henderson will face off next week as well for a chance for one of those 4 spots. You got to think that Kilgore, Lindale are kind of in their own driver's seats, and they'll be looking at this game too, but only because Lindale plays us next week on Halloween.
Yeah, that's going to be a big game. At this point in the season, every game is big. It doesn't matter who the opponent is. We saw that last week. The Pirates went into Henderson and took a game from the Lions. That was a big game, pivotal game, especially for a march to the playoffs that the Pirates are on. Tonight, you get the Chapel Hill Bulldogs, a team that's going to come in with revenge on their mind after last season's games. The Pirates went in to Chapel Hill, went into Tyler, and beat the Bulldogs on their way on a nice playoff run to end the season. But tonight, you don't want to look ahead to Lindale. You're not going to look ahead to Palestine. It is all about the Chapel Hill Bulldogs tonight, and the Pirates are going to be ready to take them on in this heated District of Doom battle.
Yeah, and perfectly said, Mike. At this point, they're all big games, and we're going to get to see Pine Tree out on defense first as they won the toss but elected to kick. So that's a little different than what we had been accustomed to seeing. Usually when we got the choice, we were the first ones on the field. Now Coach Bachman wanting to send the defense out, and really and truly, Mike, after last week's performance, I don't see why not, considering the fact of the matter that completely overall Pine Tree played one of the most complete games they had played this season, showing the maturity that this team has gone through this season, playing a complete game on offense, defense, and special teams, and really took it to the Henderson Lions last week, and so they'll try to do the same thing against Chapel Hill tonight.
Well, the Pirates come in riding a two-game district win streak, and the kickoff is here. We're going to have a return. And that's Keelan Banks. And taken down at the 28-yard line, and on the tackle for the Pirates is Jaden Servius. So Pirates getting started early on the defensive side of the ball. So here we go. Chris Nichols was actually on that tackle, number 9, not number 8. So Chris Nichols with the first tackle. Coach, what's our keys to the game tonight?
Yeah, just real quick, Coach's keys to the game. Pine Tree has to be able to start fast, limit the penalties, and win the turnover battle tonight against they had to do that against Henderson, but they're also going to have to do that against Chapel Hill tonight as well.
As Chapel Hill starts off on the ground, they give the ball to number 10, and he'll have a first down. That's Lamuel Stinson on the run. So the Pirates come into this game a 2-game win streak. They took down Maybank 3 weeks ago, 75-16. They took them down 64-8 3 weeks ago here at Pirate Stadium. Then last week went into Henderson and won 49-21. The Chapel Hill Bulldogs come in. They took down Maybank 75-16, and then last week they lost 21-7. 2 weeks ago lost to Kilgore 21-7. So we don't know what kind of team we're going to get out of the Chapel Hill Bulldogs tonight. Will it be a high-scoring team, or will it be the team that put up 7 points against Kilgore? You got to be prepared for either one of those. Pirates had a tough time against Kilgore, too. That's just a really good, well-rounded football team in the district. As you see a quarterback keeper left side. Stretching towards the first is quarterback Malik G. So G does pick up the first down as the Bulldogs go into Pirate territory.
And we got to look at Malik last year as his first start. What we would assume to be the first start in district for Chapel Hill came last week against Pine Tree, and he led a very valiant effort, but Pine Tree ended up taking that game away from Chapel Hill.
First down and 10. On the shovel pass, he'll be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Looked like the runner was down. That was the Marcion Blaylock. Bryson Woods getting into the backfield.
Yeah, keep an eye on Blaylock, number 2 for Chapel Hill. I'm talking to a lot of the defensive coaches this week. He is a guy that Chapel Hill will live and die by. I mean, the fact of the matter that he has this in district right now, he has 54 receptions, 888 yards. I mean, so a very explosive player that can get it done rushing and receiving.
Second down and a mile for Chapel Hill as they go to the air. And they will complete the pass. So a nice 22-yard completion to wide receiver Elton Calico. Calico picks up the first down with a 22-yard reception. So Malik G showing off his arm early, first down and 10. And Malik has been starting for this Chapel Hill team, I believe, for 4 years. They had 2 back-to-back state championships. Running back, who's now down at the University of Texas. They formed a tough 1-2 punch for a number of years. So Malik runs for the first down. So first down for Chapel Hill, but it looks like there's a flag maybe coming back.
Yeah, I think they're going to get Chapel Hill for holding. And right now, that's what you're going to see out of Chapel Hill. A lot of 10 and 20 personnel. What I mean by that is just 1 running back or 2 running backs, no tight ends. And really, they're going to try to spread you out. But unlike a lot of teams in our district, kind of like Kilgore, who spread you out to really try to run the ball, Chapel Hill very adamant about trying to pass it as well. I mean, really and truly, if you look at their stats, I mean, they are a big, a pretty heavy passing team. Just barely edging out their passing plays over their running plays.
It's a jump ball at the 5-yard line. And coming down with it is Malik Brown for the Bulldogs. So twice they get put in second and long situations and they convert. So tough break for the Pirates on this opening drive for the Bulldogs. G takes the snap. He hands off, but tackled from behind. There's a running back. Good play by the Pine Tree defense. Did not see who got in the backfield. I believe it was Anthony Anderson who got in to make that touchdown-saving tackle. So second and goal.
Yeah, really interested to see if Pine Tree can continue on playing a really good job, doing a good job in the interior.
Once again, up the middle, Pirates trying to stop it. There's going to be a signal for a touchdown. So getting into the end zone is Malik G for the first score of the game. Chapel Hill sets up. So they are going to attempt an extra point. Hold. And the kick is good. So Esteban Sandoval makes it a 7-0 game early here at Pirate Stadium. We'll take a break, and we come back. We'll get to see the Pirate offense at work. 97% of trucking companies have less than 20 trucks. At Texas Semi-Trailers, we understand the challenges small business truckers face. We offer trailer leasing options on flatbed, step deck, and lowboy trailers. In addition to leasing, we have a service and alignment center located in White Oak. To set up a service appointment, call 903-984-5470 or visit TexasSemiTrailers.com. 97%. Welcome back to Pirate Stadium, where the Chapel Hill Bulldogs were able to drive 70 yards on their opening drive. They put up 7 points as it's a low kick. Pirates having a little bit of trouble fielding it, but they're able to. And look at this, we got a hole, and here he goes. down the sideline. And that's number 6. Taking it in for a PTTD Pine Tree touchdown. That's Roger Attaway. The man has wheels, Hot Wheels. Roger Hot Wheels Attaway, let's go.
What a way to respond from Pine Tree. Roger Attaway said, you know what? I'm not going to wait until Colton Croft hands me the ball. I'm just going to go ahead and take this one right now. What an answer by Pine Tree.
You know, that hole opened up, Coach, and it was like the seas parted for Roger, and he said, I'm going to take this to the house.
Well, you know, and it's funny because, you know, he did have a little bit of time securing it, but it gave him enough time for those blocks to really formulate. Man, when he saw that hole, he just accelerated through it. I mean, and there was nobody stopping him on the way there.
And a little bit of trouble on the extra point. So Pirates not going to come away with that extra point. So it'll be 7-6, but Pirates respond quickly with a kickoff return for a touchdown. And we're going to be back quickly. So we'll take a break, 7-6. Welcome back to Pirate Stadium, where Roger Attaway just returned it 80 yards for a Pirate touchdown. So the Chapel Hill Bulldogs up 7-6. They scored on their opening drive, 70 yards. And on the kickoff, Roger Attaway takes it to the house. Have a return. And trying to break tackles is Keelan Banks. Not able to, though. Pirates will take him down at the 30-yard line. And if I'm Roger Attaway right now on that sideline, you got to be walking around tall. I don't know. You remember the Jolly Green Giant, like on the asparagus cans? Like, you got to be thinking that's how that dude's walking around that now, tall. And that's how the Pirate, they responded quickly. That's what they had to have. This team they really work off of momentum. And that is a great response by this Pirate special teams. And so we got the defense back on the field now. How exciting of a start, though, Coach.
Yeah, super exciting. I mean, and really and truly, what a great answer by the special teams. That, again, we talked about how complete of a game Pine Tree played last week, and the special teams really showing out right there. Didn't get it done on the field goal attempt, but, you know, still responded on that kickoff return.
So, Coach, let's try this again. What are your keys to the game tonight?
You know, we got to be able to shut down the number 1 and number 2 wide receiver, and we've already kind of talked about them already. Blaylock is one of those guys that the Pirates are really going to have to take a really hard look at, making sure they kind of keep them in front of them. And then, you know, not to be outdone, number 3, Malik Brown, he's a junior wide receiver out there on the left side as well, be able to limit the explosive play. And we've kind of already seen that Chapel Hill is really able to really just take the top off of an offense really fast, and Pine Tree has to be able to limit that and then win the time of possession, because as you can see, Chapel Hill is ready just to go off and sling it, and so they're looking to score as many times as they can with as many of the possessions as they can.
Coach, I like those keys to the game, and I do agree. Ball control is critical. Man, if we can just continue to run back punts or kickoffs, never even see the offense on the field and keep putting up points, that'll be great too.
Yeah, but as good as Colton Croft has been playing, I definitely want to see him as well.
Well, Coach, and you mentioned last week was one of the most complete games, maybe the most complete game that the Pirates have played all season long. And you talk about teams and momentum and where you want to be, and it's great. The team is clicking at the right time coming out of the bye week with 4 critical district games, and they took one of those down last week. This week now Chapel Hill, as the Bulldogs get some of the yardage back after the penalty. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. And Malik G, quarterback for Chapel Hill, had that incorrect. We got to actually see, I think, G in his first action last year at in Tyler. He was filling in for their previous quarterback. He was the one, the 4-year starter.
Yeah, and I think that was Demetrius Brisbane. I think that was him.
Yeah, and then Ricky Stewart was the running back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We saw Ricky in the first half last year. He did not come back out in the second half. It was a good game in Chapel Hill. I tell you, we were on our toes all game. MJ Cates had a pretty good night.
MJ Cates had a good night. I mean, and really and truly, I mean, Khalil Deckard had a big night. I remember him scoring on a big touchdown and going in front of the band to go ahead and celebrate. So just it's been a good game. It's been a competitive game, and I think really and truly, Pine Tree went into Chapel Hill last year and kind of surprised them, because everybody had been talking about Chapel Hill and the running game and what the quarterback and the running back were going to be able to do in the backfield. And Pine Tree just came into town and just kind of took it away from them. Kind of very similar, eerily, kind of in the same way that they did it against Henderson last week. Against Henderson last week, Mike, I'm telling you, it was just a very physical game, and Pine Tree was just imposing their will on Henderson last week, kind of like they did Chapel Hill last year.
So we will see Colton Croft now on the field. Pirates start at their own 34-yard line. Colton will go to there. He completes his first pass. And man, when they start Colton with the short passes and let him get his arm, man, he warms up nicely.
Yeah, Colton's done a great job, and he's continuing on from last week as well. I mean, he had a pretty good game, and a game in which he did not throw an interception, and he was really smart with the ball. I mean, you're talking about Colton last week went 14 for 24 for 237 yards and a touchdown. So he had a pretty good night.
Wanted to hear that he controlled the ball well, means he's keeping his composure when he is under pressure. Second down and 4. Let's see what Attaway can do. He'll be taken down. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third down.
Yeah, the defensive front for Lindell, not small by any imagination. I mean, they have a pretty good size up there up front. Also, offensively, it's going to be a real test for the offensive line and the defensive line. On the offensive line, they're boasting 6'3", 6 foot, 6'1", 5'10", and 6'3", and all well over 240 pounds.
Some big boys playing football tonight. It is third down and 4. 5:55 to go, first quarter. Croft, low snap. He gets it, though. Nice route. Pitch and catch. Pirates to their own 40, first down.
Man, that was real quick. I mean, just the fact of the matter, low snap, and was still able to get it up, and just he already knew where he was going. He already had the pre-read on him and just got it out as fast as he did off of that snap with pressure coming on him. Colton Croft has really matured into a really good quarterback, especially as the season has gone on. And it doesn't hurt that he had some games last year, to get under his belt.
So good catch by Homer for the first down. Attaway tripped up in the backfield. And that's Jeremiah White getting a tackle for loss. Second down and 11.
Yeah, run game getting a little bit of a slow start, and luckily right now Colton Croft is getting it done through the air as we see Tabor Homer come into the ball game, taking out Brick Bratton. So look for a little bit, maybe a 4-wide look here from Coach Bachman and his staff.
Pirates stacked wide receivers, bottom of the screen. Croft looking left side. That's his receiver, Desmond Williams. And Williams get forced out of bounds at the line of scrimmage. So third down and 11. There's a penalty on the field, so it's going to drop the Pirates back. Is that a holding call, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so holding on the Pirates. So we'll get to try second down again.
Yeah, Tabor coming out Tatum coming out on this play, so you got to think that Coach Bachman probably thinking run, see if he can get some yardage back. He doesn't want to take a shot third down and not get any yard and be faced with third and super long. So trying to might look for a really good run right here just to get some of that yardage back.
Dude, Croft can throw it as far as Uncle Rico, but he doesn't have to right there. Screen pass. Ooh, and ball is on the turf. Chapel Hill signaling that they've got it, and we have an official signal. So Pirates fumble right there on the screen pass, and Chapel Hill is going to recover in Pirate territory. So turnover for the Pirates.
Yeah, just looking at the replay right now, I mean, what a really good play call right there from Coach Bachman. Going with the screen, really got the defensive line to commit, got it out, and just a little bit too lax with the ball, especially in a game like this. I mean, you can see Chapel Hill trying to bring the physicality to Pine Tree, and right now, you got to say that, you know, considering that fumble and their time of possession, they're kind of winning that battle right now, but we'll look for Pine Tree to respond right here.
So Pirates need to overcome a turnover. Chapel Hill with some speed of their own. DeMarcion Blaylock gets around the edge. Has a nice pickup of 6 yards on the play.
Yeah, really trying to see if they can get number 2, Blaylock, started early for Chapel Hill right there. That's probably the second jet sweep play that they've given him, and that one was almost like a reverse.
G, quarterback keeper, he's going to pick up the first down, lower his shoulder. He'll have it out to the 26. So G playing with some attitude at the quarterback position tonight. He ran the ball, had a 2-yard touchdown. That's how Bulldogs got on the board. Pirates, Roger Attaway returned a kickoff, the following kickoff, so 7-6 is the score. And bodies are flying tonight. That's the Lemanuel Stinson.
And right there on that play, last week's Pine Tree Live Player of the Week, or Player of the Game, sorry, Brayson Woods making that tackle, looking for him to have a big game and continue on his district march onto a really good defensive season.
G goes to the air. And a high pass. Incomplete. Intended for Blaylock. It'll be third down. Pirates so far tonight doing pretty good on third down.
Yeah, and this one's third and short. They've given up a couple of second and longs. Let's see what they do on third and short.
So third down 2. They play in this first quarter. G's going to pick up the first down and have it down inside the 10-yard line. So as the Bulldogs move into the Forrest Williams, Edward Jones red zone. Good opportunity to thank all of our sponsors this season. Vera Bank, Croft Photography, Marketing with April, Longview Chamber of Commerce, East Texas Preferred Properties, Energy Weld Fab, Veteran Pride AC and Heat, Juicy's Taco, United Rental, and G's got the quarterback. He's looking left. Pirates need to stop. It's a good defense. It's nice coverage on the play by David Lively.
It'll be interesting, Mike, as the game progresses now that we're, nearing the end of the first quarter. It'll be interesting to see how Blanco tries to limit G on those runs, limit him to maybe being a passer more than a runner.
That was Anderson on that previous coverage. And right there, Woods with a big tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that was a defensive play that the Pirates crucially needed. So now third down and 10. And I'll continue the sponsors. PDQ America, East Texas Preferred Properties, Shade Tree Minerals, Texas Semi-Trailers, Forrest Williams, Edward Jones, Kilgore College, and M6 Drone Services. G, third down, Pirates bringing the pressure. He's going to get it into the end zone. And good defense by the Pirates defending that. was Ashton Valentine. So Pirates with the 1-2 coverage. Servia also there. So Pirates with a big stop on third down. Chapel Hill is going to bring on their kicker, Esteban Sandoval. He's 1 for 1 tonight with extra points. This is a 27-yard field goal. And no good. So Pirates apply some pressure. They didn't get the block. I was like looking for the ball like as if they got in the backfield, but he kicked it quick. But
yeah, I think the kicker was trying to get a little an Oscar nod for that acting. I don't think they were even close to making contact with him on that. I think he just completely missed it.
So Pirates come up with a big stop. Coach, that's exactly what they needed. You fumble the ball, and then you come up with a stop. So it's really, it's just kind of a field position thing. But first quarter, it's not something you can't overcome.
Yeah, I would say that's almost like a turnover on down. So really and truly, I mean, you're 1-1 right now, and especially where they picked up the fumble. I mean, they got in plus yardage territory right there and came up with 0 points against them. So really and truly, a good win for Coach Blanco's defense on that.
So they were put in a tough situation with a short field, and they hold strong. That gives your offense a lot of confidence, too. They made a mistake, but no harm, no foul. Now at the 20-yard line, Colton Croft and the offense come back onto the field. We'll get to see them with their second possession of the night. 6-7 is our score. We've got 2:10 to go in the first quarter here on this special Thursday night. You see Croft here, shotgun. So, Coach, who are some of the players that you're focusing on tonight?
Well, we'll take a look at M6 Drone's impact players of the game. I'm looking for number 2, Ashton Valentine, to continue on a great game he had last week, both offensively and defensively. Aiden Smith is a guy that we don't talk enough about. I mean, he does it offensively, defensively, had a great fumble recovery against Gilmer. And then number 12, Desmond Williams. He had a really good game defensively against Henderson. As Pine Tree gets a flag right there. But Desmond Williams, he had a couple of big catches against him in the opening drive in this game right here. But last week, same thing. They were taking shots against him, and he stood the test. He made sure to shut down their number 1 receiver for Henderson last week, and so look for him to try to continue on that. We've talked about Rashad Walford. We talked about Boston Johnson being, a shutdown secondary. Desmond Williams definitely adds to that secondary. So look for him to have a big impact in this game tonight.
Coach, thank you for those players, impact players for tonight's game. 2nd down and 14 after a loss on first down. Croft goes to the air. He's going to throw it deep. He has a receiver over the middle, just overthrows him. Intended for Valentine. So, Coach, almost right on cue with the impact player. I think if he would have caught that in stride, he had some open field in front of him. But tight window on that pass, but it will be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, credit to Colton Crawford for trying that pass right there. And really, I mean, that's a read, and he was really trying to thread the needle on that just a little bit outside of Valentine's reach. But, yeah, had a big play written all over it.
3rd down, 14. Croft with 3 receivers. And it's going to be a Texas Semi-Trailers timeout. Coach Bachman didn't like something. They want to get a better play in there. So they're going to take a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout in the booth when we come back. 1:09 left, first quarter.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today. Only at Juicy's Taco.
Thursday night football. Typically, I'm at the house watching some football tonight, but instead I'm at Pirate Stadium. And we're bringing you the game live here on the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. We're excited to be with you this evening, so we'll have Friday off. I don't know what y'all are going to do. It's not going to be football tomorrow night, but I bet you can find a game on somewhere if you're just dying to watch some football.
Yeah, there'll be a couple of games. A couple of teams around the area still kept their Friday game, hoping that the weather passes them by.
Croft. Oh, incomplete. Just a little high. I'm not sure if he didn't stop on that route a little bit, intended for Rashad Wofford. So the Pirates not able to move the ball. Coach Chapel Hill's got a good defense. We noticed that last year. They were tough to move the ball.
It was a hard physical game last year. I mean, very entertaining, and this one has the makings of that. I mean, 7-6, first quarter, you saw both teams land their haymakers in their first drive or their first possession of the ball, I should say, in Pine Tree's case. So, I mean, this has the makings of a very good game.
Uh-oh, low snap. But well done by the shortstop. I mean, the punter.
And what a roll.
So, great job by Martin Medrano to keep his composure on that low snap and get a kick away. And he puts the Bulldogs in Bulldog territory after all of that. I don't know how many times, Coach, in high school you could see that play around the state. You could show a clip of every low snap, and I promise you there's probably like a handful that the punter actually picks it up and is able to, and right there Medrano able to do that. That's one of those critical things that won't show up in the box score. You won't see it, but that was a critical play right there by the punter.
Definitely. I mean, and, got to brag a little bit about him. He is a mud dog, so got to brag a little bit about him.
So you're not giving him up to the baseball team in the spring?
Oh, no doubt. No chance. But, I mean, to be on the edge of the goal line and put it right there on the 35 of Chapel Hill, big-time play for Martine.
1st and 10 for G and the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. And some power running by Stinson.
He's still up, Mike.
Stinson's going to take it out for a gain of 19 yards. So well done by Stinson at the 47-yard line now of the Pirates. Another quick pass. And that was Blaylock. So when you mentioned, Coach, the Pirates are going to have to target this evening, they are feeding him the ball right now.
Yeah, and they're getting it to him in very creative ways, on jet sweeps, on bubble screens right there, just giving the ball to him in a lot of various ways. As what a play by the D-line for Pine Tree. And that'll bring the end to the first quarter, Mike.
All right, so we're at the end of the first quarter on Thursday night at Pirate Stadium. Pirates keeping it close right now. Bulldogs, though, up 7-6. We'll take a break. We come back, second quarter. I absolutely love this time of year. It's beautiful. We got a gorgeous night. Not a lot of wind, actually no wind. And I think it's hovering around 70 degrees. Beautiful night in East Texas. We wish you were here with us. Maybe you're sitting in the stands tonight listening to the game, watching it on your phone. But either way, wherever you're at, thank you for tuning in to the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. This is Michael Clements Jr. and Coach Angel Rocha bringing you Pirate football all season long. Pirates in a District of Doom. Huge game. This may be the district game of the week. It is the district game of the week.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I mean, this one has all the implications of what could possibly happen around the district. And a lot of teams, kind of like Henderson, really watching this one. And, right now I think Pine Tree, they're rooting for Pine Tree. Pine Tree can take them down. It gives them a more of a chance next week to go into Chapel Hill and take down the Chapel Hill Bulldogs and really put the pressure on them.
Well, Pirates are in a position right now. If they're able to take down Chapel Hill this evening, they'll be playing Lindale next week for that second spot in the district. And Kilgore has district championship all but wrapped up. But why that's a critical thing between second and third is that can determine if you're going to be at home or away in the first round of the playoffs. As there's a flag on the field, I think may have been look like in the area for like a face mask. We'll see.
There's about 2 on there, so it might be offsetting.
So it is a face mask on the Pirates. So the home team giving the Bulldogs 15 yards. We'll take them down to the 21. G with trips. He's going to go to the right side, though, and I think he's got Blaylock in the end zone. It is going to be a Bulldog touchdown. And receiving that is Malik Brown. So Brown on the touchdown reception from G. So 21-yard touchdown pass for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, single receiver out to the right of the formation, and G kind of knew exactly where he wanted to go. I think that was Desmond Williams that was lined up on the inside, not wanting to give up an inside slant, but instead gave up the fade to the visiting sideline, and pretty easy throw and catch for Brown on that play.
And the Pirates are getting close to blocking those. Who is that getting in there? Is that?
I think
it's number 15. Yeah, that's
Wofford.
Wofford is getting in there. He's getting really close. But the extra point is good. So 14-6 is the score. Bulldogs able to take that 54 yards.
So 11:47 left to go here in the first half. You got to think that Pine Tree definitely needs to get something offensively cooking. Look for Colton Croft to have kind of a big drive right here, maybe taking a little bit more into his hands. And we all know that they're very capable hands. He's had a really good year this year, big yardage plays, and we know he can throw the deep ball as well. And against this Chapel Hill Bulldog defense, he might have to do a little bit more throwing. Right now, Chapel Hill has the upper hand as far as defense goes, as far as shutting down the run. Really and truly, we haven't seen the running game for Pine Tree really take off yet.
Well, you just said it, Coach. I think Pirates are going to have to get their run game established tonight. You mentioned one of the keys to the game was going to be ball control and clock control. And right now, the Bulldogs are winning in that aspect of the game. And so if we're going to flip that, that's what we got to start looking for.
100%. I mean, but all that to say, I wouldn't mind a 13-second run by Attaway back to the end zone on this kickoff.
Well, you will have to wait for the next kickoff, which hopefully doesn't come until after halftime when the Pirates, they will receive starting the third quarter. Wofford's got some wheels himself. He's taken down at the 20.
And Mike, you were talking about games around the district right there. You can see Maybank against Lindale, and, you know, we pretty much all know how that's going to go. I think Maybank has not played a game where they haven't surrendered over 60 points in this district. And then you got Kilgore and Palestine, and, you know, Palestine again playing the number 1 team in the district, maybe the number 2 team in the state. You know, so those games are going to go the way everybody thinks. This is the one that's in the air that could go either way. Henderson on the bye week. And you got to think that they're paying really close attention to this game, considering the fact that they're playing Chapel Hill next week.
First down and 10. Croft's pass complete. Close to the marker. They're going to call him about a yard short. So good catch. Desmond Williams on the reception. 9 yards. So good opportunity for the Pirates to establish a drive, get their offense clicking, something that it's been doing the last 2 weeks. 49 points and 64 the week before the bye. So the Pirates in the last 2 games put up over 100 points combined in those two games, while holding their opponents to under 30 points. So outscoring their opponents over 100 points to 30 in the last 2 weeks.
Really and truly, right there, the tackler came off of the edge. And so really and truly, Chapel Hill really saying, you know what, we'll give up a little bit of the outside, but we're not going to let you run on the inside. So they're trying to make Pine Tree one-dimensional, but we've seen Pine Tree, you don't score 49 points, 64 points, whatever kind of points, and you're one-dimensional. Look for Pine Tree to try to take advantage of that here pretty soon.
3rd down and 1. Here's the running game, and that's what you call establishing running the ball. Pirates pick up the 1st down.
Really good play for Pine Tree, being able to just down block. It looked like it was just a counter play setup, and he just hit it out the back door. Really good jump cut by Jacarius Timmons right there on that play.
Timmons came into this game with 284 yards on the ground. He's kind of the thunder and lightning. He's kind of the thunder of these two bags, but don't be fooled. He is fast. 1st down and 10. Here we go. Here we go. That's a Colton Croft. Pass to Homer, and he's going to take it in for a PT, TD, Pine Tree touchdown.
You go run, and they bid on it. Every single one of those defensive backs went with the play fake, and Colton Croft cleared it out, said, I'll take all of that. And, man, what a play. And what a great job by Tabor Homer. You know, been a little quiet, has had a few receptions here and there in games, but man, he shows up when the Pirates need him the most. He's really that unsung go-to guy for Colton Croft.
So the Pirates answer once again. The Bulldogs score. I think the Pirates are going to go for 2 here. Yeah, Croft stays on the field, so the Pirates are going to go ahead and try to tie this game up. 9:40 to go, 2nd quarter. Montgomery and Attaway in the backfield. Valentine in motion. Croft checks his left side. He's going to try to pass it. Goes his receiver in the end zone, and what a beautiful pass. Pirates convert the 2-point conversion. That's Boston Johnson receiving the 2-point conversion. But, man, Colton Croft. 65-yard touchdown pass to Tyron Homer. Then the 2-point conversion to Boston Johnson has your Pine Tree Pirates tied up with the Chapel Hill Bulldogs 14-14 at Pirate Stadium. Don't go anywhere. We got a great football game on our hands. Coach, can I do it again? Just say yes.
Yes.
65-yard touchdown pass. Colton Croft to Tyron Homer for the PTTD. Pirates tied up 14-14. Short kick. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see.
I think he got it.
Let's
it was
see.
still in the air.
Come on. Come on.
Give it to him.
There's a scuffle. Lively came up with the ball. Montgomery has it. So Montgomery has the ball, but no signal yet. Man, Coach, that was close. It looked like Chapel Hill briefly had possession of it, but not long enough. Now, the question is, did he have a knee on the ground when he just held it? And that's probably what they're discussing, but I think it's got to be Pirate ball.
I think he balled it right at the last second and gave it a 50-50 possession.
It's going to Chapel Hill.
Man. Well, you replayed the call for the touchdown, and what a touchdown play that was. But, man, I'm still kind of gawking over the touch that Croft had on that two-point conversion. That was some touch. That was a great play. And that's and you kind of saw him go through the progressions. Nothing in the middle. And then he hit him in the corner of the end zone, right over that corner that had him man-to-man. And I love that formation from Coach Bachman. I mean, both running backs, you think everybody's going to be in the box. They're not going to let them run it. And, man, to get that ball out there and get the two-point conversion, and it's all knotted up at 14-14, this is going to be a great game.
Coach, I think whether football's on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, doesn't matter. You're not going to see a pass. Look, Brayson Woods gets in the backfield. Oh, ball's out. Pirates got it. Ball doesn't lie, baby. Ball doesn't lie. Boston Johnson with their recovery. Flag on the field.
It's in the backfield, so it has to be. It's going to be declined, yes.
All right, so Pirate football right there. Boston Johnson comes up with a fumble recovery. Coach, did you see who laid that hit?
Not sure. I saw Brayson make him go in, but
boom. I think that was Anthony Anderson. No. I think it was Montgomery. Yeah, it was Montgomery. Dalen Montgomery with the big hit. And Rashad Wofford, Boston Johnson with the recovery.
Yep. Dalen Montgomery, what a time for him to show up, a senior. You know, we interviewed him during media days, and you kind of think, wow, media day so long ago, but he was so adamant about ready to get back out on the field and, lay some damage to some guys carrying the ball. I mean, he's just a very physical kind of guy. And I'm not sure what I missed because now the defense is going back out on the field.
Ooh.
Not sure how that just happened.
Don't have any audio outside right now. I don't know. Do they? Okay. Little mix up with the Zebras at the zoo right now. It's okay. We'll get it figured out. I liked it better, though, when our offense was on the field. Okay, so first down. No play. So we're just going to start this over. 9:33 to go. And under pressure. Woods comes around that left side. He is attacking that right tackle. So second down and 10. Coach, I'm not real sure what happened. Maybe it was a delay of game or.
I think they said offsides on the defense. So offsetting penalties, and that's why there's. Yeah.
Is that the Kansas City Chiefs out there or what? Second down and 10. Uh-oh. And that's Stinson down the sidelines trying to come up with the tackle. It's Boston Johnson, but not able to get there. Stinson with a big run. I mean, what a turn of events. I mean, you go from possible onside kick recovery to fumble recovery to still Chapel Hill's ball, and Stinson takes it 63 yards for the touchdown.
Yeah, right there, just a good run play for Chapel Hill. And really and truly, you got to think Pine Tree kind of a little stuck, a little let down that they did not get that big turnover, trying to make sure that they take over as many possessions as they can to try to manage that time of possession like we talked about. And right there, Chapel Hill showing why you want to try to limit those possessions, because of the fact of the matter that they can take it. the whole way at any point in the run game or in the pass game. We've seen both in effect tonight, and it's not even halftime.
It's a tough break for the Bucks. Twice we thought we had the ball.
Yeah, and and really and truly, it's just a gut punch for the Pirates. You think you have it on the kickoff, the referees give it to Chapel Hill. You think you have a fumble recovery, the referees call it offsides against Pine Tree. And so it's just, in the end, you're still talking about teenage guys having to overcome a lot of that and turn the page and flip the, flip the book and, whatever the cliche you want to look at. But, man, that's still a lot to overcome.
Yeah, they're going to say he was out of bounds on the return. They are. So Rashad Wofford's foot out of bounds when he tried to return that. I'll say he was out at the 30. Coach, this is a critical time in the game, 9-16. So not from a time standpoint, but you're exactly right. From an emotional standpoint for the team, it's one of those situations where it's kind of like, okay, just 2 plays ago, thought we had the ball. Now we didn't have a score. And so you can either let that eat you up or you can bounce back. What we've seen out of Bachman's teams, they have been resilient over the years. I expect they bounce back right here. So 9:16 to go, second quarter. Bulldogs 21, Pirates 14. At their own 30-yard line. Pirates trying to establish the run game. Pick up 3, second down.
Yeah, I'm going back and looking at that play. I think they're going to try to call Brayson Woods offsides on his blitz. I don't know. They have a better look than I do. But, man.
I know how that sounds.
I just feel like it was so delayed.
Well, but that flag was thrown. Well, it wasn't on that side of the field, was it?
No. Then that's what I'm looking for. Nonetheless, Pirates have to overcome it, look for the offense to help the defense to respond. Defense just has to reset, get it out of their mind. It's done, it's over. You could really double dip right now if you're Pine Tree. I know that they've scored on some pretty good big plays, the kickoff return and then the big passing play to Tabor and Homer. But you got 8 minutes left on the clock, and you know you're going to get the kickoff after halftime. So you could double dip and really take the possession right here if you play your cards right. Third and short, look for Coach Bachman to maybe pick it up with a short run and really keep that clock running.
Valentine with the reception. Now Bulldogs are offside, so Croft is going to take advantage. He's got his receiver, and he goes up for the jump ball. And right there is Boston Johnson able to come down with the big reception. So Pirates on 3rd down and 1. Croft had a free play. Bulldogs were offsides. He takes advantage of it, and now the Bucks are in the red zone.
It's a great job, great heads-up play, and, man, Colton Croft has done that a lot this season, and, man, oh, man, did the Pirates really need that. And, again, I don't care if they double dip or not. Just score right here. No matter how much time is left, let the defense go out there and look to do battle. And that's really and truly what you're going to see. Right now, 21-14, it's anybody's ball game still. A lot of football to be played.
53-yard pass.
Man.
And, Coach, he launched that ball. That was about a 60-yard pass in the air.
Yeah, Colton's doing a good job. Run game is still lacking, though. Really and truly, I would really like to see the attempts by Timmons and Attaway. It's just really not going anywhere. And when they try to bounce it, they're met by the outside linebacker play from Chapel Hill. They're doing a good job of really blocking up every single gap and making the running backs think they have to bounce it out wide.
2nd down and 10. Croft keeps it. He's got his receiver and taking it in for another PTTD Pine Tree touchdown is Chris Nichols on the reception from Colton Croft. 19 yards. Touchdown.
Mike, don't want to give off any trade secrets, but I think there's another flag on the field. Oh, my gosh.
No, and it is going to be against the Pirates.
I missed the call, too. I just saw the white hat going into the middle of the field. And I wanted to brag about how Coach Bachman had been setting up that play for weeks. I mean, Chris Nichols out of the backfield for that play. Goodness.
It's very unfortunate. Touchdown called back. It'll be 2nd down and 16 instead.
Unless it's the near judge, I'm not. And it's not a 10-yard penalty, so you have
illegal man downfield was the call. Colton Croft under pressure. He flips it to the end zone and just overthrows Johnson. So it'll be 3rd down and 16. So Pirates will be looking. Now, Coach, in this situation, you're 3rd and 16. Do you try to get yourself in a little bit better field goal position, or are you trying to pick up all 16 yards here?
I really think you try to put yourself in a good position where you can pick up a little bit more yardage to get a field goal try out of this. I mean, Ibarra has shown that he can hit it from pretty far out. He's had a couple of blocks from far out around this area right now, so a couple more yards could really help him out.
He has kicked a 37-yarder this season. Ooh, and Croft's interception is going to be picked off at the 2-yard line. They're wrestling for the ball. Wait, there's no signal that it's a 1st down yet. There it is.
I still haven't seen a signal.
Still no signal. I mean, he stepped back like he was marking as that was where the play was being called at.
There's no foul on the play. The ruling on the field is a catch by the offense.
So catch by the offense. No foul on the play. So Pirates come down, strong arming it right there is Rashad Wofford. He wrestled. But I think right there, Tamontria Jenkins wrestled the ball away from him when he came down with it, and Johnson was just trying to recover it. I don't really know. I think it's depending on which view you're looking at who actually came up with the ball, but all that matters.
No, well, they say that you should err on the side of the offense,
Yeah.
and that's what they did. And they did the same thing on the kickoff as well. So, I mean, tomato, tomato.
Croft. Timmons takes it into the end zone for the 2-yard PTTD Pine Tree touchdown. Jacarius Timmons has the Pirates within a point.
You talked earlier about how Timmons really doesn't have the yardage that Attaway may have, and a little bit has to do with the fact of the matter he didn't play in the first 2 games for Pine Tree, coming off an injury. But he's that guy that near the goal line. He's been that guy that's really. You also said this, that he's the thunder to the lightning of Attaway, and he really just puts his head down and gets in on those short yardage play. Really good physical play from the Pirates right there, especially Attaway.
So bar on for the extra point. Pirates had a little trouble on their first one of the evening, but not right there. Hold was good, and the bar's kick is good. So 21-21. We're knotted up at Pirate Stadium. What a football game we got on Thursday night. Don't go anywhere.
Juicy's Taco. Fresh food fast.
Back at Pirate Stadium, 21-21 is the score. These teams just keep answering one another. Jacarius Timmons takes it into the end zone. After an eventful drive, really the last just 5 minutes of this ball game. 3.5 minutes of this ball game have been pretty wild. So about the 9:40 mark, the Pirates scored, kicked it. It looked like they recovered an onside kick. They did not. Then on the next play, there was a fumble, but there was that the Pirates were able to recover. But then they said the Pirates were offsides on the play. Next play, Bulldogs take it 63 yards for a touchdown. But the Pirates able to come back and answer. After we had a tie goes to runner catch at the 2-yard line, Boston Johnson fought for that ball and put Timmons in a position to score the touchdown. So Pirates 21-21, 6:07 is our score. You're on a special edition of Thursday Night Football, District of Doom. This is where some of the best football in the state is played, and you're getting to watch it right here on the Bearbank Pine Tree Live broadcast. So first down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, look for 6 minutes left to go here in this half. Look for Chapel Hill to go 4 wide, really keep their 10 personnel on the field, and try to score against Pine Tree as fast as they can. And they're very heavy with this quarterback run. I mean, really and truly. I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot of runs by the running back, and I could be wrong. It seems that G has been the one that has mainly been doing the rushing duties for the Chapel Hill rushing attack.
Well, Chapel Hill's really getting it done in all aspects. They've passed the ball well tonight. G is he's a talented quarterback. He can move and he can throw, and Chapel Hill has done a good job of featuring him this evening, and they're hitting their star players. But right there, under pressure, Pirates right here could get him for a loss. With a good move.
One aspect of the game that I will say about G that I didn't see last year, and I think it was because he was really coming into his first start, at least in district. I mean, he's getting up to the line and calling plays at the line. And that's not an aspect I don't remember seeing in last year's game. I'll have to go back and look at the broadcast during halftime, but I don't remember that. Look at him. I mean, he's going up to the line, making checks. I mean, complete control of this offense.
Third down. Pirates. Woods. They get him, but Pirates get into the backfield. We'll see if they throw a flag. Woods was about in the same spot he was on the play they called offsides on. They don't right there. So he's timing these snaps really well. He's picked up on something.
Yeah, and that one, I mean, G tried to get him offsides on the first one as well, and right now it looks like Chapel Hill's bringing in the punt team. So you're exactly right. Brayson has seen something, and he's timing it very good. And the fact of the matter that they didn't throw a flag on that one lets you know that they probably shouldn't have thrown a flag on the other one, but that's just me saying.
So, Coach, I'm going to say, go ahead and bring out the ranch, the honey mustard, the jalapeno ranch. I want all three of those because we're going for the triple dipper right here. You said we want a double dip. I think we triple dip. We got the score then. I think we can get one more before halftime. Pirates do get the ball back after the Kilgore College halftime show. So stay tuned for that in about 4.5 minutes. We'll have both band performances. About a 30-minute break, and then we'll be back with more football. We still got 4.5 to play in this second quarter. Hope you're enjoying your week so far. I don't usually get to talk to you midweek, so it's kind of nice getting to hang out with you midweek. Get you ready for your Friday.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about that, and I think when you talk about that, Thursday Night Football, the biggest winners tonight are the Henderson coaching staff, being able to get an extra day of work off of this film and get ready for your opponents next week.
No kidding, Coach. That's a good point. And at this point in the season, you're looking for every advantage. Like, as the season starts to wind down, it's it seems like so many weeks ago that it was like, we can fix those things. We're not in district yet. And next thing you know, you look up and you're 2-3 games into district. You're playing extremely difficult opponents. And these games, every single possession means something. Second down and 9. 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Croft has the Pirates in Bulldog territory. So gain of 3. This will be third down and 6.
Really interested to seeing how they're really capping, the bouncing of the bouncing to the outside by Pine Tree. I mean, really and truly, it's almost like they're scraping over the top, and just real good discipline on making sure that nothing gets outside of them. Very rarely have the Pine Tree rushers gotten to the numbers to break off a big run.
Ooh, ball on the ground. So not good. Pirates going to lose.
it's fourth down, too.
Yeah, so 4th down and 9. We'll probably see the punt team come onto the field for the Pirates. I don't know.
Not so fast, in the words of Lee Corso. 3 minutes left. Your defense has kind of picked it up.
That's right.
I think you're in 4-down territory. And, yeah, Colton's going right back out.
Okay, so Pirates going to keep the offense on the field. 2:50, second quarter. 4th down. First time we've seen the offense stay on the field for 4th down tonight. We'll see as he's going to just try to draw them off sides. But it is 4th and 9. That would put him in a manageable position, but you're going to let the clock run down anyway here, Coach.
Yeah, you can get a timeout. I mean, you don't get to take those into the second half. Bulldogs do have all 3 plus the 2-minute timeout as well. So, Bachman really does have a decision to make right here.
I've still got my hopes out for the triple dipper. May have to put it in the microwave, but we still got a chance. So thanks for joining us here on the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. Thank all of our sponsors. Veribank, Croft Photography, Marketing with April, Longview Chamber of Commerce, East Texas Preferred Properties, Energy Weld Fab, Veteran Pride AC and Heat, Juicy's Taco, United Rental, PDQ America, Shade Tree Minerals, Texas Semi-Trailers, Forrest Williams Edward Jones, Kilgore College, and M6 Drone and Media. Thank you for your support. M6 Media is who really hosts this Pine Tree Live broadcast. Thank you, Larry Mahan, our engineer. Does beautiful work for all the Pine Tree faithful. We see another good punt. Maybe Coach, that may have been, I know we have seen some great football, but I think the play of the half was Medrano's scoop and punt. And he put Chapel Hill back into territory. And that really, it affected the game.
It's not too far of a reach to say that. I mean, really and truly, a really good play and one that could have really flipped the game on its head. But, man, Roger Attaway's opening touchdown off the kickoff and then the 60-yard bomb from Croft. Oh, man, it's in tough company right there.
All right.
It's almost like me trying to pick out, like, the best New England Patriots Super Bowl. I mean,
it's just like me trying to take up for the kickers, right? You think that'd be you, Coach, being the soccer guy and all that.
True.
1st down and 10, Chapel Hill, 2:27, second quarter. G in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. Been impressed with what we've seen from him tonight. 1st down and 10. They'll go to the ground. Ooh, and big hit by Valentine. He got a leg in on Stinson. Stinson, though, man, he's having a great night. He had a 61-yard touchdown run a few minutes ago.
Yeah, and I think so. You were retracting some things at the beginning of the broadcast. I'll retract that one. I said that G had been doing most of the rushing duty. Stinson had really that big touchdown run right there, and this one right here that would have been for a 1st down, but the referees threw a flag. I think it was either hands to the face or holding. Chapel Hill looks to be walking backwards, so yeah, definitely holding.
All right. Triple dippers in play. So 1st down and 20.
Chapel Hill staying with their trips up to the top side of the field, which is the open side. But, they showed on the last drive as well that they can hit the single receiver side as well.
G can throw it deep, but right there in center field is Boston Johnson. Johnson's going back the other way.
Here's your triple dipper.
Come on. Right sideline. He's got some blockers in front of him. He's still going. He's inside the red zone. So Boston Johnson, great return. So we're seeing so much baseball tonight. He planted his feet. He got right there. He was waiting for it. Caught it. And able to run it back to the 14-yard line. So Boston Johnson comes up big for the Pirates. Intercepting G. And a nice 30-yard return. Has the Pirates in prime position for a triple dipper.
So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Bachman goes with here. A lot of his success has been through the air. Right now, 2 receivers up to the top. Like I would like to see if he tries to see if he can get Chris Nichols out again. I mean, this Chapel Hill Bulldog defense is just something else.
They're stout, Coach.
I mean,
But how about this? The Pirates are holding their own right now with this good defense. I think that's what we wanted to see. I think when this season started, we didn't know what type of team this was going to be. You lost a lot of good athletes to seniors. I mean, they move on, and you don't know what you're going to get. But as we've seen this team develop, Coach, I am impressed with what we're seeing from this offense and defensive line right now.
Yeah, I mean, right there, Chapel Hill takes one of their timeouts. Actually, I think it's the 2-minute timeout. I mean, and really and truly, I mean, as we keep on talking about this, I mean, last year, I was talking about this, I was looking at the play the play sheet from last year, and really and truly, I mean, when you start with the things, you start with the offensive line, and the offensive line, I mean, you're talking about guys like Peyton, who had started on the offensive line last year for a long time, and now you got these new guys in Lara, O'Neal, Akemi, Allison, and Gargnard, who are doing their own part this year in this rushing attack, in this pass game attack. I mean, really and truly, we haven't really said Colton Croft getting sacked for quite a while.
1:55 to go. Pirates have 1 timeout remaining in this first half. The Bulldogs have all 3 of theirs. We're past the 2-minute timeout. So it'll be 2nd down and 9. Croft, quick pass, Valentine. Valentine looking for a window. 2 broken tackles, 3 broken tackles, has it down inside the 5-yard line. So that's exactly what you want. Just chew that clock.
And it's real interesting that Chapel Hill is not calling any of it.
I agree, Coach.
To think that you're going to have all 3 and enough time and ball and keep the Pirates out of the end zone, you're setting yourself up for some lofty goals. I mean, maybe they see something that we don't, but man, I mean that does not leave you a whole lot of time to get the ball back.
So 3rd down and 1. Play clock at 5. Croft, handoff, Timmons, close to the 1st down marker. They're going to mark him short. Whew. I mean, he has got to be within a foot of the 1st down marker, but he is just shy. I don't know if you just quickly run up and try to quarterback sneak this. I mean, he is – the 4-yard line is where the marker is. It looks like, like about the 3.5-3-yard line is where the 1st down marker is. I mean, he is close.
So I like this by Coach
Look
Bachman.
at this clock just running too, Coach.
But he's basically not going to do Chapel Hill any favors and call a timeout early. He's going to let it go all the way down, call a timeout. Chapel Hill can have all 3 of their timeouts, but with less than 20 seconds left.
Are we looking for the field goal?
No, you're looking to go ahead and punch it in. I mean, I would think. I mean,
with no timeouts, if you get tackled inbounds,
you give them 2 plays right now. Oh, and here's me playing Madden, and that's all this is right now. I mean, the clock will stop if you pick up the 1st down.
Yeah.
And so you give them 2 plays right here, and you try to get 4 yards in 15 seconds, or you can clock it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's endless possibilities right now.
Man, you're just flirting with fire. Once you get under that 20-second mark, those seconds start going really quick in football.
Oh, 100%. But, I mean, you just stand right there and clock it. I mean, and now you have a built-in timeout. You have 3rd and 2, maybe. I mean, you really are playing with house money. I mean, Chapel Hill, I would say Coach Bachman has managed this
coming onto the field.
Has managed this better than Chapel Hill did. So here's your triple dipper. I mean, you still get the points as long as he makes it.
So Ibarra does come onto the field. I was a little wary whenever we started seeing that clock running down and all the way to 15 seconds if we were going to see the Pirates go for a touchdown. But Bachman's not going to get greedy here. Pirates with a real opportunity to take a lead into the Kilgore College halftime. So Ibarra, they're offsides. There's going to be a flag.
Ooh.
Kick is good. So now you've got a decision. Now it would be half the distance to the goal from the 4. So this would take you to the 2 with 11 seconds left. I think you take your points right here, Coach.
The rule of thumb is you never take points off the board. So,
because you essentially accomplished what you wanted to, right? You wanted to get your 3 points right there. If the Pirates were really interested in trying to go for it now.
I see Colton Croft by Coach Bachman.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I love it. I mean, this is what it is.
Make them pay for it, right?
You're playing. Yeah, you make them pay for the mistakes. When your enemies make a mistake, you thank them for it and you take it. And right now, this is, I mean, really and truly, I mean, you got the first down. I mean, 11 seconds. Woo, man.
All right, here we go. 11.9 seconds. Critical 0.9 after the Shade Tree Minerals flag. And the Bulldogs are going to call a timeout.
Man, I love it. It has every bit of a playoff feel right now.
Yes, it
really
does.
and truly. I mean, in last week's game against Henderson, same thing. I mean, and I mean, really and truly, I mean, you're looking at some really good football being played. I mean, and Pine Tree's been able to do this for the last few years. I mean, we've been spoiled, Mike, by the type of games that we've been able to call for Pine Tree. I mean, everything from, the double block field goal against Hawesville, the one against Nacogdoches, the comeback victory over Texas High,
the deep pass against Gilmer last season.
Oh man, you're talking about all of it. I mean, really and truly, this is shaping up to be one of them. I mean, really and truly good football right here, and give it up to this coaching staff who has prepared this team for such moments.
Okay. So, Coach, no stopping the clock. You don't have a first down to get. You don't have anything. It is just touchdown or bust, but you do have a couple of opportunities as long as you don't get tackled inbounds. 11.9 seconds on the clock. Croft goes back to pass. He's got to be quick. He does. And they're going to say incomplete. So you didn't want him to catch that.
No, you didn't.
I think he would not have been in the end zone. If he catches that, that's the end of the half.
And this is perfect. This is almost better. I mean, right now, I mean, 11 seconds, 3 seconds went out the clock right there, and the clock stopped again. You have another shot as long as he doesn't get sacked.
Yeah. The only thing that sometimes you see is teams get a little bit too quick in these situations and forget to play for the score, and they're playing against the clock to be quick.
Yes.
You got to still let your play develop. I think Croft did just fine right there, but it's just something to take note of. You don't want to get too quick. You got a lot of time to make this play happen. Johnson at the top of the screen. Croft goes to the left side, and it's going to be caught. Johnson's got to get out of bounds. And they're going to say he did get out of bounds. So clock stops with 1.5 seconds left. And now you'll see the field goal team come back onto the field. They're going to say that was...
They're going to say that his forward progress had been stopped. And so he was in bounds when.
Wow. He didn't signal that as if the clock was running. He looked like the clock was stopped. But
I'll end this half for me by saying what my mom said. And if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything nice. Don't say anything at all. And that's how I'll sign off on this first half.
Guys, we'll see you in 30 minutes. Hey, it's the Kilgore College halftime show. Don't go anywhere. We'll have both band performances. And then we will be back live with you in 28 minutes for the second half of this District of Doom Thursday night special. Chapel Hill Bulldogs 21, Pine Tree Pirates 21, Kilgore College halftime show coming up.
All across East Texas and around the world, former Kilgore College students are working hard for their best life. They're building a brighter future. They're moving in the right direction. They're in powerful positions. And they're superheroes protecting and serving. If you're ready to work for your best life, put Kilgore College to work for you.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's halftime festivities. Please give a hand to the Chapel Hill Bulldog Band and Highlighters Drill Team. The Highlighters are led by the Bulldog officers. Officers from left to right are Lieutenant Alabama Kissing, Lieutenant Laney Enriquez, Lieutenant Lillian Collins, and in the center, Captain Annie Moore. Social officers are Annette Argote, Danielle Estrada, Megan Gentry, Tori Scott, and Head Social Officer Zoe Nash. The highlighters would like to thank their parents and family members for their unwavering support and encouragement throughout the season. Thank you for all that you do for us. And now, watch the highlighters as they perform a precision palm routine to Ain't Nothing Wrong With That. This week's highlighter of the week is Jane Wilson. Spirit Girl of the week is Kayla Coker. The highlighters under the direction of Allison Moranich and Jennifer Lou. Ladies and gentlemen, the best of the best award-winning Chapel Hill Highlighters. And now please welcome to the field the Chapel Hill High School Majorettes. The Majorettes are Isabella Pena, Alex Masaja, Sarah Farmer, Hayden Colgrove, Kylie Kennedy, Shakayla Brooks, Layla Moya, and Camila Torres. Tonight they will perform a dance twirl routine to Pretty Fly. And now, please welcome to the field, under the field direction of drum major Jacqueline Barham and senior head drum major Jocelyn Lopez, the award-winning Chapel Hill Bulldog Band. Tonight, the Bulldog Band will perform a precision military drill to Champion Fanfare, the Claxon March, British 8th March, and Chapel Hill Finale. The Bulldog Band would like to wish the Pine Tree Band the best of luck as they compete in the UIL Area C Marching Contest this weekend. The Bulldog Band will be performing at the UIL State Military Marching Championships on October 29th at 4 p.m. at McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. We hope to see you there. Chapel Hill Majorette sponsor is Navy Guard. The band is under the direction of Josh Kennedy, Christy Willis, Yvonne Garcia, Will Ross, and head director Joe Hewitt. Ladies and gentlemen, Pine Tree High School and Pine Tree Independent School District are proud to present the award-winning Pirate Precision Drill Team. The officers from left to right are Senior Lieutenant Abigail Juarez, Captain Alexis Hernandez, and Senior Lieutenant Chloe Rainey. The social officers are President Cameron Taylor, Secretary Mia Cervantes, Historian Aubrey Murphy, and Chaplain Esme Solario. Dance Member of the Week is Cameron Taylor, and Spirit Member of the Week is Jacqueline Barrera. And now, for your halftime entertainment, Precision will perform a streamer jazz routine to Accidentally in Love.
Precision is under the direction of Mrs. Ashlyn Thompson, assisted by Miss Ryan Wayne. Precision would like to thank their sponsor, Wellness Point. A congratulation is in order for the Pine Tree Pirate Band for receiving straight ones at their UIL region competition. They will be moving on to the UIL Area C Marching Contest to be competing for a spot in the UIL State Marching Championship. Please stick around for their post-game performance of their halftime show. Thank you.
Introducing your 2025-2026 varsity cheerleaders. Monye Black. Jasmine Bird. Zori Clark. Hannah Cranford. Devin Cuevas. Desiree Ellis. Demi Holtz. Journey Hopkins. Rayleigh Norman. Bailey Robles. The cheerleaders would like to thank their sponsors, Heartland Home, Healthcare Express, Little Caesars Pizza, Jaggers, East Texas Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery, Auto E-Solutions, ETX Liquidation, and Pine Tree Nails and Hair.
see you on a Thursday.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, we recognize and thank our officials in tonight's game, and again, we extend the invitation, if you are interested, to step up and give back to our student athletes by joining the Texas Associations of Sports Officials. You can be a part of the team dedicated to making Texas middle school and high school athletics the very best. Make your first great call by contacting TASO today at www.taso.org. And remember, if you've never officiated before, don't worry. They will provide the training that you need. That's www.taso.org.
Chapel Hill Bulldogs. First half. Coach, you got some stats sponsored by Martin.
Yeah, in the first half, 11 first downs for Chapel Hill, 8 for Pine Tree, so pretty even right there. I mean, once you take into effect that Attaway broke the scoring open for Pine Tree on the kickoff, so there's one possession you don't get to talk about. But 11-8 on the first downs in favor of Chapel Hill. Rush is the big difference maker tonight. The rushing game for Chapel Hill, 17 for 169, and Stinson is 9 for 114 yards. So he is a big part of that rushing attack for Chapel Hill. Meanwhile, Pine Tree, 13 attempts and 11 rushing yards, and those are that's not an official deal, but that is pretty close. And we talked about how the rushing attack for Pine Tree was off to a very slow start tonight, and so right there in those stats, you kind of get a inkling of what we're talking about. Passing is where we kind of make up the difference. Colton Croft is 10 for 15 for 168 yards, while G for Chapel Hill is 7 for 13 for 76 yards. No fumbles for Chapel Hill. Pine Tree has 2, lost one of those, and both have seen their punter on the field twice. And we keep talking about that Martin Medrano play in the first half being one of the difference makers in the first half. And that kind of brings us to now, second half, big game, 21-21. This is what you play for.
Coach, and I got a full belly after some Juicy's tacos. So here we go. It's second half. Thank you for tuning in on this special Thursday evening. We got some bad weather coming to the area this weekend, so the schools have elected to Play football early tonight. A lot of the schools in the area are playing football right now, including the other 4 schools in action in the District of Dune. First down and 10, Pirates. Croft fumbles the snap, but it looked like, I don't know who was in at running back. It looks like he got on top of it. Who was that? It was Attaway. So Attaway got on top of it. Not what you want right out of half. It was an eventful end to the half. The Pirates had the ball at the 4-yard line with 15 seconds to go, and they kicked a field goal. Chapel Hill was offsides on that field goal. So it left 11 seconds on the clock. The Pirates elected to try to go for the touchdown from the 2-yard line, and the receiver got tackled inbounds on their second attempt, and the clock ran out. So that's why we're at 21-21. Second down. Croft. Good fake. Hits Valentine out to the 30-yard line. But it was an opportunity for the Pirates to take advantage of a ghost possession. It was one maybe they not should have had, but nonetheless they were at the 4-yard line, not able to get a score on the board. The Pirates playing good football tonight. Defense has shown up. Offense and special teams is playing well. This is a tough Chapel Hill football team. Put up over 70 points just a couple of weeks ago. Is right there. Valentine takes it into Chapel Hill territory. And Coach, Pirates going to the air early in this second half, and it looks like that's going to be how they're going to have to beat the Bulldogs tonight. It's going to be through the air. Yeah, Bulldogs have a real good, handle on the rushing attack for Pine Tree as far as the first half goes. Don't get it twisted. I'm pretty sure Coach Bachman and his offensive staff have gotten in and tried to figure out ways to get it better here in the second half. So look for them to get an uptick in the rushes. But yes, Colton Croft is going to have to be heavily involved in beating Chapel Hill tonight. Well, Croft has some wheels too. It's best if he doesn't have to use them. First down and 10. They get stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down. So for so long in the past, we had gotten so used to watching quarterbacks be part of the running game. I mean, and as far as long as I've been here, it kind of started with DJ Freeman, and he was an electric runner and a good passer. And then, of course, MJ Cates being the one before Colton to do it. I mean, really and truly, we've been so accustomed to seeing it being such a big part of the rushing attack and really a big focal point in the rushing attack. And now you're getting a little bit more of Colton. Croft off his back foot. Hits Attaway, and look at Hot Wheels. There he goes. Out to the 30, to the 20. We'll take it down inside the 15-yard line. And right on cue, Colton with a big pass right there to his running back. And, we saw Chris Nichols get hit out of the backfield the first time. Now Attaway out into the flat, and then everything else is on him, yards after catch. What a play by Attaway. So 33-yard pass, Croft to Attaway, as the Pirates in the Forrest Williams Edward Jones red zone. So Croft picking up right where he left off. As Coach mentioned, 168 yards, 10 of 15 in that first half. Valentine in the slot. So handoff to Timmons. Timmons will pick up a short gain. Second down. This 4-down look for Chapel Hill is just something else. 4 down, a walk down safety. I mean, really and truly man-to-man across the board from what I'm seeing. I mean, so really and truly when you take a look at what they're doing, a lot of the reason why Pine Tree's having a little bit of success with the back out of the backfield is because those guys are usually matched up on a linebacker or outside linebacker, and we'll take that advantage every single time if you're Pine Tree. But really and truly, it really nullifies the running attack. Boom, and right there, Pirates get into the end zone. That's Chris Nichols with the touchdown reception. PTTD Pine Tree touchdown. Let's go, Chris. Pirates take the lead for the first time tonight. And Chris Nichols doing it this time from the tight end position. Kind of was trying to figure out where he was because I didn't see him in the backfield and I didn't see him as an up back, but from the tight end position,
And we haven't seen, I don't think, a tight end catch since Dalen Evans, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But, man, what a play and what a drive by Pine Tree.
The bar on for the extra point. Holds good. Pirates 28, Bulldogs 21. Pirates in the lead. Colton Croft to Chris Nichols, 13-yard touchdown pass. Pirate Nation, it's got your Bucks in the lead. 28-21 is your score, 8:11 to go, third quarter. Pirates offense showing up. Colton Croft showing up. Attaway had a big 32-yard reception on that drive. Pirates in the lead out of halftime. So, Coach, it was the double dipper you were hoping for.
Yeah, really and truly can't ask for a better start out of the half, being able to score on the first drive after that, and then coming down and making a good tackle on the kickoff team. Right there is number 5, Sonye, but really and truly you can't ask for anything better. I mean, you took off 4 minutes off the clock, and then, I mean, you checked off all the boxes. I mean, a lot of people might be saying, well, okay, if Colton Crouch is going to have to be the guy to attack this Chapel Hill defense, why do they keep running it? Why do they keep running it? For reasons like that. Right there, run fake, and you have, if you're going to keep on trying to run it and you're going to make Chapel Hill keep 8 to 9 guys in the box, then you have to keep trying to run it to make them try to get out of it or make them pay like you just did on that last drive.
So G in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. He had a good first half. So right there we see Stinson. He went over the century mark in the first half with the run. Flag on the play. Thank you, Shade Tree Minerals, for your sponsorship this season of all the penalties. Just don't call them on our team, right? That's what we'd wish. But right there, that one's going to go against the Pirates. That's a biggie, too. 15 yards. So that's going to put Chapel Hill into Pirate territory. We've seen some big penalties this evening. Refs definitely playing a part in this game. Maybe they can tone it down a little bit in this second half. G, quarterback keeper, left side. And right on cue, we see another flag.
You know, yeah, you mentioned in the first half, I mean, right there in the first half, 45 penalty yards for Chapel Hill, 20 for Pine Tree, and it felt like a lot more, but I think just with the weight of what those penalties were on Pine Tree made it seem like more.
Well, I'm like that mom in the stands. Let the kids play.
The referee giveth and the referee taketh away.
We building Rolexes here, or we playing football? You know, which one are we doing? So right there, penalty, though, on the Bulldogs. It's going to push them back after the first down. So 7:40, third quarter. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday evening. Beautiful night in Longview, Texas. Cool evening. Slight wind. I see the flag moving a little bit more than it was in the first half. G sets up bubble screen. That pass intended for Ryan Harris, the junior wide receiver, incomplete. Second down.
And Chapel Hill's a little bit of the other side of what Pine Tree is doing. Pine Tree is trying to run it and making them pay in the pass. Chapel Hill's really trying to really force the pass, but really having a lot of success running the ball with G and Stinson.
That's right, Coach, and they're experimenting with it a little bit more. You may start seeing some more of those RPOs. And another flag. I don't even think anybody ever got set before they threw this one. See, it's going to be offsides on Chapel Hill.
Looks like Chapel Hill's going to kind of stay with what they kind of had called. Number 2, Blaylock over here, down here. Keep an eye on him, especially in this long yardage situation.
Second down and 16. Pirates bringing the heat. They pick it up well. And Blaylock. Pass was intended for incomplete. And there's a flag behind the line of scrimmage. So this one may be holding. Yeah, G's throwing his hands up. It is. It's holding against Chapel Hill. So what is that, Coach? 3 straight penalties against the Bulldogs. Yeah, 3 straight penalties in 2 plays. So Pirates are going to decline that penalty. So instead of making it second down and 26, they're going to just stick them with third down and 16.
Yeah, it looks like the right tackle had a hold of David Lively. Lively trying to get around the edge. He kind of came alive in last week's win over Henderson. Trying to get his name into the stat board tonight.
I always feel like it's like hitting on 16 whenever you have these like third down and longs, or do you push them back longer on second down? We'll see. Pirates right here in position. And Malik Brown comes down with the reception. I mean, good coverage.
Good coverage, better catch by Brown. And, I mean, we've said his name a couple of times. Desmond Williams really, fighting him tonight. He had a little success against Henderson, but it looks like Chapel Hill is seeing the same thing that Henderson saw and was trying to exploit that tonight.
Gee, finally taken down by Serbia. It's going to be close to the first down marker. Yeah, he picked it up. So Bulldogs now in the red zone. So that third down and 16 play, Brown comes up with the reception. Pirates getting into the backfield and wrapping up Stinson. That's a gang tackle. There we go. Pirates. Look like, was that Lively in the backfield?
A whole lot of Pirates back there. I'm trying to go back and look at the replay.
It looked like that was maybe Saunier.
Yeah, it was Saunier. Saunier made first
Anthony
contact.
Anderson also getting in the mix. Bulldogs running a little trickery there. And a flag on the field thrown in the area of possibly holding. It was thrown right at number 88, Ryan Harris. So Bulldogs with a nice run, but it's going to be coming back again. These Pirates just applying the pressure right now. This Bulldog team has a weakness somewhere, because that is, I think, the third holding call on this drive.
Yeah, I think it's on the offensive tackle. Really, truly, him and Lively are having a battle out there on the edge. Lively trying to get across. Saw the play getting developed by Blaylock. And you can see he's adjusting his jersey almost every single play.
Yeah, and I think they may have called 2 penalties there. It looked like he was calling also a delay of game penalty there for some reason. We'll see.
Unsportsmanlike. Somebody said something that is a no-no.
Yeah, double penalty.
Because he threw his hat as well. So, yeah. He called the penalty, and then dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike, so you just tack both of them on right there.
I like this ref, though. Sometimes they march it off like they just don't know which yard line to go to.
That's what
this
I would
ref
be
just
doing.
picked the ball up and ran back. This was just going to go right back here to the 42-yard line.
I'm not good at math. Miss Puckett tried so hard, but never took to me.
So second down and 33. So, it's actually worked out. It was going to be second down and 26. Instead, it's second down and 33, and they're actually a little bit further back than they were before they got the first down. So here we go. They set up a bubble screen. Pirates got to get a tackle, and they do. Woods comes in, gets a tackle. That was Jeremiah Hinojosa.
I like Anthony Anderson's. He really tried to go and get the tackle. Kind of got a move played on him, but recovered fast and helped make the tackle a little bit farther down the field. But big third down for Pine Tree.
So third down, 24, 5:20 to go, third quarter. We're closing in on the less than 20 minutes to go in this game now. That's right. 12-minute quarters. Third down, Pirates in a good position, and a flag on the play. It's probably going to be offsides on the Bulldogs. So just a detrimental drive for the Bulldogs. I mean, they are just capping themselves right now.
Tell you one person that's happy, other than Coach Bachman, Shade Minerals.
Another Shade Tree Minerals flag on play. Shade Tree getting their money's worth tonight. We're all getting our money's worth tonight. It's Thursday night. Hanging out. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Big third down. Bulldogs, Pirates bringing the heat. Woods gets into the backfield. G's just going to keep it himself and try to pick up some yardage. He'll take it out around the 32-yard line. Now we're going to see, well, they bring Sandoval out for the kick. He's done pretty good on the extra point so far tonight. 32-yard line, looking at about a 48-yard attempt. No action, though, from the sideline. I mean, this would be a crazy fourth down. Fourth down and 26. That's what they got on the scoreboard. Yeah, that's maybe right. Yeah, offense staying on the field. So fourth down. And there's a flag. I don't know what this one's for. This is a lot of penalties on this drive for the Bulldogs, and it's another offside. So
I think they're saying 70. It's not rocking back in the stance. Oh, no. I think the receiver kind of flinched. Yeah, he leaned forward. He definitely did.
So tough showing for the Bulldogs on that drive. They had it rolling. Pirates not upset about that one. In a way, the Bulldogs kind of hornswoggled themselves on that drive. You're not going to believe this. Another stop and play, but it's going to be this time for a Texas Semi-Trailers timeout. Chapel Hill wants to talk over their game plan for the punt. So we'll take a break here in the third quarter. I think we all need it after this series of events. We'll take a break. We come back. It'll be fourth down, Bulldogs.
Are you in the oil and gas industry and struggle securing the carriers you need to haul your freight? At PDQ America, we are focused on providing world-class freight solutions to the oil and gas industry. Whatever trailer you may need, we have the carrier network to ensure your shipment arrives on time, every time.
When I say I'm going to get something delivered, I'll come to you guys, and I have no doubt that I will either receive an email, a text, or a phone call to let me know how my load is proceeding, if it got there, and that everything went okay.
I promise there were no flags thrown.
They were about to throw one.
Throw one on you.
It's definitely unsportsmanlike.
So it'll be fourth down for the Bulldogs. That was their first charge Texas Semi-Trailers timeout of the second half. Pirates still have all three of theirs remaining. 4:49 to go in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us on this beautiful Thursday evening in Longview, Texas. We're at Pirate Stadium, where your Pine Tree Pirates are taking on the Chapel Hill Bulldogs. Pirates up 28-21. After the Colton Croft to Chris Nichols 13-yard touchdown pass early in this fourth quarter. Both teams have only had one possession. Bulldogs with the ball a while. They are punting back, though, to the Pirates. So Pirates will have an opportunity to go up 2 scores after this punt. Maybe during the punt. No fair catch. We're going to get a return. A big hit at the 30-yard line. Finally taken down at the 32. It'll be Pirate football.
Yeah, I think when Pine Tree punted it back, kicked it off back to Chapel Hill, there were 8 minutes on the clock. Now 4:38, and a lot of that was during penalty yardage for Chapel Hill. You got to think about 2 really big explosive plays for Chapel Hill, and then just a myriad of penalty flags. Pine Tree is going to have to be able to take advantage of the momentum swing, being able to score and then being able to stop Chapel Hill. This is a big drive for Pine Tree.
28-21 is your score. First down and 10, Pirates. with the reception. And Coach, really, we were talking about the running game just not being able to get any traction, but we've seen Croft being able to complete those short passes all evening. And I mean, they started the game plan that way, but what it does is it's been setting him up to throw those deep passes over the middle.
I really like the RPOs, and we saw a little bit of MJ Cates get that started last year. I mean, really and truly, that became a little bit of the staple to Coach Bachman's play calling for these two quarterbacks for Pine Tree, and Colton Croft really mastering it this season and doing a great job. But a lot of it has to do with how good that run game is, and Attaway a big part of that. Timmons also, and then they're taking into account coming in the steps of a guy like Lamarian Hunter, who was a big part of the run game last year for MJ Cates. Now Attaway, Timmons being the same thing for Colton Croft.
Coach, I'm trying to find the silver lining here, and the Pirates now are averaging over 1 yard a carry after that one. So 4-yard pickup. It really was a rough first half on the ground, but Pirates still didn't have a short. Their offense didn't struggle. So I don't want to paint that picture, but running game just having a tough traction. But look at the size of that Chapel Hill defensive line.
But now look, no more 4 down. Now it's 3 down, and now they're putting outside linebackers in the outside.
So good pass. Croft hits his receiver, and picking up the first is Homer. Homer had a few big catches tonight, including a huge touchdown pass in the second quarter. It was a 65-yard touchdown. Croft to Homer. Made our score 14-14 after a beautiful. Coach was talking about it. He threw an awesome pass on the 2-point conversion to Boston Johnson. It is as pretty a pass as you will see all weekend. First down and 10, Pirates in the Bulldog territory. See, now we get this running game going. Rolling, baby. 9-yard pickup on the play out to the 40.
And what's crazy right there, Chapel Hill jumped right back into the 4 down, and Pine Tree actually had a lot of success on that play. And really and truly, I mean, now you're seeing a lot of that Pine Tree offensive line, them leaning on those defensive linemen. They're leaning and wearing them out a little bit. Now you got 2nd and 1 right here. You can play with the house money. You can really take a shot right here if you want to.
So you got the house money and you got the time on your side. Pirates just need to let that clock run. 2:25 to go, third quarter. 2nd down and 1. Croft handoff. Chapel Hill's going to wrap him up right at the marker. There's a flag in the area of holding. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be a face mask against the Bulldogs. No, it's going to be holding against the Pirates. That's going to negate possible first down there. It'll be replay 2nd down. But man, I like how I'm feeling right now, Coach, because I don't, that happens to him. But Croft he's looked so good through the air tonight that I don't want to jinx this, but I mean, I don't feel like he's having any trouble picking up these first downs.
No, and a lot of it is he's real good, real smooth with the RPO. I mean, right there on that first down to Taverin, he was able to really fake the outside linebackers that were coming on for pressure. They paused with the run game and then allowed him to be able to pull up and throw the ball.
2nd down and 11. Croft, quick pass complete, but the Bulldog defender picks that up. Valentine on the reception. On the tackle was just Hunt.
Chapel Hill jumping in, a 4 down, 3 down, bringing pressure from the outside, a little bit from the inside right there. I mean, really and truly, this is the kind of game that you really prepare for to try to see what you're going to have in store for the playoff, and every bit like a playoff game atmosphere right now.
3rd down, big one. Croft, he's going to hit his receiver. That's Attaway. Attaway has the first down out to the 37-yard line, and now I don't feel like I jinxed us. So that's good. We picked up the first down. Pirates are going to stay on the move, and that clock's going to keep running as it crosses over the 1-minute mark here in the third quarter.
kind of like what the offense is doing. I mean, Coach Bachman right there calling it every single time. I mean, he knows that they're going to be manned up, and those linebackers have yet to make an adjustment on Attaway. Attaway is having a really good night receiving. I mean, for what he hasn't been able to do in the rush game attack, he has picked it up in the receiving game, and it's the difference right now, to tell you the truth.
Well, I like how they're still featuring. They're still finding a way to get the ball in Attaway's hands. Just not getting a push on those running plays. It looks like this will take us to the end of the third. But Coach, I mean, all in all, a good third quarter for the Pirates. They take the lead. They go up 28-21. The Bulldogs only had one possession.
Yep.
And it was just a mountain of penalties they set themselves up with. So Pirates got the ball 28-21 at the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a break. We come back. Pirates, we'll see if they can get into the end zone. They'll be at the 37-yard line, heading that way. Don't go anywhere. A lot of football to play in the District of Doom. 28-21 Pirates.
Inside. You're going to take that every single time. Great job by Boston Johnson, but man, what a great job by Courtney Cross. He's going to have a big night tonight.
Guess what? We're back at the 37-yard line. Second down and 10 Pirates. As Valentine goes out of bounds at the 30-yard line. I want to take this opportunity early in this fourth quarter to thank our engineer, Larry Mahan, with M6 Media. He puts his blood, sweat, and tears into this broadcast. Not many tears, though. It's all usually pretty good. But just want to thank Larry for all the work he does and what all he does for Pine Tree ISD through this Pine Tree Live. So, Larry, thank you for your support. Over 5 years we've been together doing this. Third down. 3. Pirates. Croft. Looking to the end zone. Come on.
Did he
come up with it?
He caught it.
And that is a PTTD Pine Tree touchdown circus catch. And coming down with it is Tyron Homer. What a game for that young man. Have a day, bro. Have a day. Homer, touchdown.
What a catch. What concentration. The tip ball drill came into play right there as he made sure he came down with it, even on the ground. What a play by Homer. Man, making his case for this week's Pine Tree Live player of the game. And you got to think, pending this extra point, 35-21, this is what Pine Tree really wants to do. Now they are in the driver's seat of this game.
Man, what a great catch. Just going back and watching this. Julian Abarhan for the extra point, and it's through the upright, straight down Pirate Drive. 35-21 is your score. We'll take a break. We come back. Pirates in the lead. Let's go. Here on homecoming in Longview. First down touchdown. How many do you have? We're set for kickoff here at Pirate Stadium. 11:49 to go, fourth quarter. Pirates just made it a two-score game, 35-21. So Colton Croft with his third touchdown pass of the night. Tyron Homer with his second touchdown catch. And a circus catch at that one. We've seen one of the best throws you're going to see all weekend, and that may have been the most eventful catch you'll see.
Well, we have a little bit of pause, just trying to come back to the coach's keys to the game. And I think that last one is the one that you're really going to be looking at, those last two, really, because right now with Chapel Hill getting back on, they know they're 2 scores down, and Pine Tree catching fire on offense. You're going to have to limit the explosive play from Chapel Hill if you're going to win this game.
Pirates' last 2 drives. Looked like a flash. That was a good hit.
That's Serbia. Yeah. Now you're starting to see that physical play that Pine Tree really has been playing really for a couple of weeks now. Maybank had the bye week, then showed up pretty physical to Henderson, and now they're starting to feel it a little bit right now against Chapel Hill.
Bulldogs looking just a little bit desperate, but great run right there. That's by Malik Brown to get out of trouble.
Yeah, Malik Brown's had the kind of more of the day,
yes, he has,
rather than Blaylock. They have both had a pretty good day, and then of course add Stinson in the backfield with all his rushing, and you really have some guys that have really kept Chapel Hill into this game.
Well, Stinson, Brown, Blaylock, G, these are playmakers for Chapel Hill, and they look good tonight. Pirates just have shown up on defense. Defense really clicking, offense is clicking. So right now things going the Bucks' way, but still a lot of football to play, 10:35. As the Bulldogs get to midfield.
And if you're Pine Tree right now, you can live with the quarterback running the ball. Really and truly, you would rather have him than Stinson, Blaylock, or Brown. I mean, really and truly, he's the one that's been not as explosive as the others.
So he hits his receiver right there. A good defensive play by Anthony Anderson, and he's going to keep him just short. So an extra effort by Anderson keeps Blaylock from reaching the first down marker. And these third downs have been critical for the Bulldogs tonight. Pirates have done very well. So 3rd down and 1. Pirates bring in some heat. And they get him stopped at the line of scrimmage, but a second effort from G. And he's going to pick up an extra 8 yards after contact. And he'll have it out to the 43-yard line of the Pirates.
You don't see Brayson Woods really miss a tackle or get his tackle broken for a gain. Right there, he had him wrapped up for a loss. G just kept his feet moving, and now they got a new set of downs with 9:30 left to go in here in the game.
Pirates don't mind, though. That clock's still moving. And here's some trickery from the Bulldogs as they fake a reverse, and it's going to be a pass. Pirates not able to come up with the tackle, so Bulldogs get a quick score. It's Brown taking it into the end zone. Was that Blaylock who threw the pass?
Yes, it was. I mean, and really and truly, I mean, that's been being set up from the get-go. Blaylock on that end around jet sweep, and then he just, rears up and throws the ball. I mean, really and truly, if you go back and look at all the offensive plays that Chapel Hill has ran, I would venture to say that Blaylock has not thrown a pass like that in any of those games. But man, what a play for Chapel Hill to bring out at a very desperate time for them.
Well, 35-28. Now after the Bulldogs score, 9:17 to go, fourth quarter. We'll take a break.
Juicy's Taco. Fresh food fast.
(35-21). Pirates in the lead after the trick play by the Bulldogs. So they've been playing that reverse all night long, and finally Brown chunks it up in the air. Blaylock chunks it up in the air. Brown comes down with it. 43-yard touchdown pass. Bulldogs getting in their bag a little bit with 9:17 to go in the game. Still a one-possession game, though. Pirates in the lead. Opportunity to expand that. The last two drives of the Pirates, one of 5 minutes and the other of 4 minutes. Oh, onside kick by Chapel Hill, but Bulldogs got it. Pirates got it. Can they hold on to it? They do. So good job by Brayson Woods.
Yeah, and it's not a bad call from their special teams coordinator. I mean, an abrupt touchdown, a fast touchdown, big play touchdown. You could just think maybe a big change of possession will kind of jolt them. You go for the onside. We've seen Coach Rocco kind of do it for us with Julian Ibarra on onside kicks. That one works in the favor of Pine Tree now because Brayson Woods was able to recover it near midfield. So now you got to think that you're playing with house money. But the biggest thing for Pine Tree is you got to take off as much time off of that clock and put yourself in a position where you can score and extend this game to a 2-score game again.
All right, let's go back to the air. That's intended for Rashad Wofford. I will say I saw the Bulldogs. They came off that sideline pumped up. Isaiah Collins with a little conversation with his team when they got onto the field. So the Bulldogs playing with some emotion. They know they're down. 9:11 to go. Pirates, can they hold them off? Good game tonight so far. Colton Croft, 3 touchdown passes. Well over the 200-yard mark. He's got touchdown passes of 30 yards, 43 yards, and 65 yards. But 2 of those to Tyburn Homer, 43 and 65. Second down and 10. That's Timmons. The Thunder to Attaway's Lightning. Pickup of 3. Have it out to the 49. So Pirates a little work to do. 3rd down and 7. So we cross over the 9-minute mark.
And then comes Tyburn Homer. Really big play right here. If you can pick it up, great. If you can get close, might not be bad either. Not sure if you were working with 4-down territory because Chapel Hill has shown that they can score in a hurry. So if they get it at the 50-yard or at the 20-yard, you really just have to pick your poison.
Croft under pressure.
He had him. And he's going to want that one back. Hasn't been under a whole lot of pressure tonight. That one.
No, they brought the blitz at the right time.
Mm-hmm. That one was a good one as well, as we see Martin Medrano come out for another punt. And, this one, pretty good right here. Really put it on the black flag defense of the Pirates. The take no prisoner defense of Coach Blanco. Him and his defense are going to be really eager to get back out on the field to atone for letting that trick play score earlier.
There's a high punt. You got the hang time. Now we just need a bounce. And we got it. Keep going. Keep going. Down inside the 13-yard line. So once again, we see our punter come into the game. Medrano and make an impact play. I'll tell you what, we've watched a lot of high school football over the years, and when you got a punter that can come in and make a difference, and you got the confidence in your punter to move the field, that is really nice at this level. And Medrano is doing just that tonight as he pins the Bulldogs back on the 13-yard line. 8:10 to go, 4th quarter. Pirates have allowed 7 points in this second half. Scoreless 3rd quarter for the Bulldogs. Good coaching, though, by Chapel Hill. Right time to call the blitz. And they called that trick play at the right time. Jeffrey Orton and his staff doing well in this fourth quarter. We got a pretty good coaching staff of our own with Jason Bachman. These situations are ones you come across quite a bit. 7:55 now in this District of Doom. Really right now playing for third place in the district. A big game next week for the Pirates against Lindale. Pirates able to come out of here with the win. You'll be playing for second place in the district next week. That game is in Lindale on the road. So the Pirates finish up the season against Palestine here at home. I'm not going to say Palestine is a win, but right now I believe they're 0-4 this season. First down and 10 Bulldogs. G, quarterback keeper, trying to find a hole. Bulldogs pick up another first down. Because this is where if you're the Pirates, you would love a fumble.
Yeah, and G has shown to be a tough runner at that. Not sure if you're going to get a lot accomplished trying to strip the ball from him because he is a tough physical runner. And he's shown that yards after contact tonight. And like I said, a lot of his maturity has come at like checking play. I mean, you can see how much this offensive staff for Chapel Hill has grown to believe in him and his intelligence on the field as he's in complete control of that offense.
First down and 10, Brayson gets into the backfield, but it's going to be a run around the left side. Need to get a tackle. And the Pirates do. Take him down at the 33. Bucks now penetrating into Pirate territory. First down and 10.
Servia coming back into the game. I like with the game that Coach Blanco's playing with him in the interior defensive line, really getting through that gap offensive scheme from Chapel Hill.
First down and 10. G, quarterback keeper again. But the Pirates with an answer. And I like how the refs called that one dead. I mean, at some point you got to just say, hey, it's not possible to get this guy down. We can't just let him continue moving the pile. It's a good play right there by the Pirates. You wrap him up, get him to a stop. Second down and 9.
Yeah, we see games being played with Servia. Also Brayson playing in the middle of the formation, also playing out on the edge. And it's almost like Chapel Hill is keen on him. When he lines up in the edge, G is trying to take it up the middle of the formation. When Brayson's in the middle, it looks like he's handing it off either to a receiver or to a running back to hit the outside edge. So it's almost like they're keen and trying to run what Brayson is not. We'll see on this play if I'm right, but it almost looks like they're trying to make sure that they're not running to number 13.
Stinson picks up the first down. He had a 63-yard touchdown earlier in the ball game. G up the middle. Woods is getting in the backfield.
Yeah, so that time he came from the outside and G kept it. So now it'll be interesting to see where Brayson lines up now. Again, his direction from Coach Blanco.
Clock running, 5.5 minutes to go in the game. Third down. Pirates in need of a stop. Left side. G's going to try to go for the first. Pirates look like they may have knocked him out of bounds before he got there, but it looks like the spot is going to have him at the 10. No. He spotted 2 yards short, so he went out of bounds at the 12. No. Out of bounds at the 13. 11 is the yard to gain, so it'll be third down and 2 or fourth down and 2?
Third down and
all right, so the marker said third down last time. It's third down again, apparently. So third down and 2. Same play. Ball's on the ground.
Oh, they're saying he was down.
And G took a lick. All right, we're going to take a break here on the broadcast. 5:14 to go in the ball game. We will be back. Hands off. Head into the end zone. And getting in is the junior Jacarius Timmons the veteran play, sees that he's got a free play, and Boston Johnson just streaked it down the sideline. He hits his receiver for a touchdown. Pirates up 20-12.
And that's just good coaching right there. Credit to the offensive staff for
5:14 to go, Pirate Stadium. Thursday night football, District of Doom. And at quarterback for the Bulldogs is Jacavian Snow, the sophomore. Jacavian goes out of bounds. First down and goal. See, he got to the 5-yard line, pick up a 3.
Sideline warning, Chapel Hill.
Sideline warning against Chapel Hill. I believe the next one will be a technical foul. Isn't that right, Coach?
I think it's a yellow card.
All right, so Bulldogs will be second and goal at the 5.
G back in.
Yeah, G is back in at quarterback. Had to sit out a play after the stop. Ooh, and a shoestring tackle. We'll see how that plays out. Serbia. I mean, he tripped him up right before the end zone. We'll see. Third down and goal. .435. Quarterback keeper, handed off. Stinson, but the Pirates get into the backfield. Great stop. And getting in there is Anthony Anderson. So huge stop on third down. Put your rally cap on. Whatever you need to do at the house. Shake your bowl of chips. Pet your dog. I don't know. Whatever it takes. Fourth down, 4 minutes to go. Pirates 35, Bulldogs 28. Malik G at quarterback. And Chapel Hill wants to talk it over. So Jeffrey Orton wants to see what he wants to do with his offense here. It'll be fourth down and goal. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, possibly the play of the night, fourth and goal. Gorgeous night, clear skies, no wind. Sitting at 67 degrees outside. We got a fourth and goal. 3:54 remaining. Fourth quarter. All eyes in the district on this game. As Pirates and Bulldogs square off in this District of Doom matchup. Malik G in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. Had to step out temporarily a couple of plays ago. Fourth down and goal. 5-yard line. Stinson to the right of G. And he's going right side. Pirates get in the backfield in great defense, and Pirates are going to come up with a stop. I'm not sure who G was looking for there. I'm thinking his receiver went left when he was supposed to go right. It doesn't matter. The right thing happened if you're a Buck right now. 3:50 to go, and the Pirates will take back over. Bulldogs with 2 timeouts remaining, though. Pirates with 2 remaining and a stop at the 2-minute mark. So this one by no means is over. So don't go anywhere. There's still a lot of football to play.
Yeah, I think he was trying to hit Blaylock, who was coming in motion across, and really just hit him into the flats. Blaylock actually got a little caught up in the trash, and really to their own avail, because it really looked like they were trying to run a little bit of a rub up pick play, and it kind of backfired on them.
Coach, this is the time when the Pirate run game really needs to go to work. They've had a tough time on the ground. But you're only a few first downs away.
Yeah, and that timeout that Chapel Hill took at the beginning of the in the third quarter, now coming into play when they took that timeout on that fourth down play right before they punted. Man. Yeah, you're right, Mike. This is where that offensive line we talked about earlier, Attaway, Timmons, this is where they can really shine right now and pick up a couple first downs to put this one to bed.
Timmons is in at running back for the Pirates. And they look like they're running it heavy. Going right at this Bulldog defense, and right there Timmons gets a hole, and he'll squeak through. That'll be a gain of 17 yards.
And that's demoralizing for Chapel Hill. Now they're starting to feel a little bit of that pressure. They see that clock ticking down, only 2 timeouts left, big first down. Now Chapel Hill is under or behind the 8 ball. They know they have to come up with something big right here. Pine Tree. No, I'm not going to jinx it.
No. First down and 10, 23 runs for 17. Here we go. 2-2-2 to go in the football game. Croft, Timmons. Timmons going to take it for a gain of 2 yards. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Unless there's actually it's going to be a Chapel Hill Bulldog Texas semi-trailers timeout. So we won't quite get to that 2-minute timeout yet. Coach, what do you want to do? You want to hang with them?
I'll hang.
All right, let's hang with you. No, we're not going to take a break. We'll just chill with you on this Thursday evening. Thanks for joining us here on the Veribank Pine Tree Live broadcast. This is Michael Clements Jr. and Coach Angel Rocha, bringing you Pirate football all season long. So, Coach, you gave us some of your keys to the game earlier. Let's take a look at those and see where we're standing now and how this has turned out.
Yeah, win the time of possession. I think I alluded to it a little bit earlier in the second half. I think that was going to be the biggest thing. Limit the explosive play. Really and truly, that trick play is kind of what I was talking about. Chapel Hill being able to score in a hurry. But now, right now, winning the time of possession, you got to think if Pine Tree can really make Chapel Hill use one more timeout and get past the 2-minute timeout, this one's in the bag. But, man, ball security, Chapel Hill knows that they're running the ball. So they're going to pack that box right now and try to limit how many yards they get on this play.
So, coaches, keys to the game. Limit the big play, Coach, and they kind of have limited it. Bulldogs have had a couple of big plays, but that's expected out of an explosive offense like this. Pickup of 2. Okay. So we're going to have 3rd down and 7. And Chapel Hill is going to call another timeout.
And it's interesting. I mean, Chapel Hill, you got to think right now it'll pay off if they can limit this 3rd down play. But you also put the ball the ball in the court of Coach Bachman, because right now he knows the clock's going to stop at the 2-minute anyways. You got to think at least 5 seconds, 8 seconds will go off the clock at least. So right now, if you call a pass play, you're none the wiser, considering the fact of the matter that the clock's going to stop anyways. And so
yes,
you have a chance to maybe throw a pass if you want to here, or you force, you just try to say, look, we're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to line up, run it, hope we can get a first down, maybe get close, and then punt it away. Martin's been clutch on punts. Why not put it on his leg and on the back of the defense?
So the Bulldogs are out of timeouts. No Texas semi-trailer timeouts remaining. The Pirates have 2. So 2:08 to go, and, Coach, I like what you said. It opens the door for a possible pass. Oh, and look at that. We'll see if that's going to be encroachment or offsides. By the reaction of Wofford, I think we're going to be offsides. Now the coaches are signaling that was.
He came over the line. Yeah, they're going to call false start. Oh, man. All right, so now this changes quite a bit. 3rd down and medium. Yeah, you can take your choice. 3rd down and long. unless you're really just making sure you keep possession and don't do anything with the ball.
Yeah.
You just run the ball, or you see if Colton Croft can add to his completion total and pick up a crucial first down. If he does it, it'll break the backs of Chapel Hill. Oh, man.
Is that offsides again?
Yeah, it's false start again. Not sure if the center's just not on the same wavelength as Colton. I'm not really sure what happened. A lot of people moving without.
So they're looking down here at the band. So I think coach is requesting to get the band to stop playing. Everybody's looking down at the band.
Band's on the field. Band's on the field.
But I get it. Like, why are we playing with our team on offense? Critical point in the game. 3rd down, 16 now. Kind of quiet in the stadium. Coach, I mean, you just take it to the 2-minute warning. This is a tough play, tough spot for the Pirates. They're just going to run it. Timmons. That'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. So it'll be 4th down and 9. We will take a break. Don't go anywhere. This is setting up for a big finish. It'll be 4th down and 9, Pirates.
Are you in the oil and gas industry and struggle securing the carriers you need to haul your freight? At PDQ America, we are focused on providing world-class freight solutions to the oil and gas industry. Whatever trailer you may need, we have the carrier network to ensure your shipment arrives on time, every time.
When I say I'm going to get something delivered, I'll come to you guys, and I have no doubt that I will either receive an email, a text, or a phone call to let me know how my load is proceeding, if it got there, and that everything went okay.
We are back here on the Vera Bank Pine Tree Live broadcast. 2 minutes to go in the game. The Pirates are going to have to punt back to the Bulldogs. So the Bulldogs are going to have an opportunity to go down and either tie or win this game. So 4th down and 9. Low snap. Medrano has to get it off. He does. Man, just in the nick of time. Big bounce. Big bounce. Not going to get it. Actually goes back towards the Pirates. So 48-yard line is where that will come to a rest.
Ooh, forgot to breathe on that play. Man, low snap.
Don't pass out on me now. Don't lock those knees, Coach.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, you got to think. I mean, you've seen it so many times, even in college football. I mean, the low snap, punter goes down to get it, and knee touches, and they get the ball right there. Right there, real heads up, smart play by Martin. Gathers himself up. A little bit too much air under it. Would have liked to have seen him get that tail spin, end over end, flip to the ball, but nonetheless, here we are.
Malik G has played a good game tonight for the Bulldogs. They're going to go straight to the air and move it down the field quick on this drive. And he is going to hit his receiver for a big reception. And that is Blaylock, who just threw the touchdown pass to Brown on the trick play on the previous drive. So 141. Bulldogs now at the 26-yard line of the Pirates. Pirates were ahead by 2 scores. Under 6 minutes to go in this game. As G goes out of bounds, that will stop the clock. So, it's the funny thing about this part of the game is, you don't know if a guy needs to be inbounds or out of bounds. It's just that part of the game where the cards are going to fall where they may.
Right now, that's not a bad play for Pine Tree at all. I mean, he lost yardage on that, and the clock does stop, but now it's 2nd and long, and if they do get a score, you still got more time on the clock as well. Right. So, I mean, you're exactly right. Wherever the cards fall is where they fall.
G, left side, tries to hit his receiver. That one goes through his hands, incomplete. So now 3rd down and 11. I've got a lot of faith. This Pirate defense has looked stellar in the second half against a tough Bulldog offense that put up over 70 points in their past game. 3rd down, 11. G, Brayson Woods gets some pressure. Jump ball, end zone. And it's going to be picked off in the end zone. That's grown man football, baby. Rashad Wofford Comes down with the interception. And the Bulldogs out of timeouts. 1:20 to go in the football game. It's looking pretty good. Pirate Nation, your Bucks came to play on this Thursday night. I don't want to call this one too soon, but, man, 1st down and 10.
Oh, man, put them in victory formation. They can't stop the clock. 47, man, this is over. This is so great. What a play. Rashad Wofford, and exactly like what you said, man, it is an amazing thing to see this defense play.
Yes.
Time and time again, they've answered the call. And, man, in the biggest moment right there, special teams, the punt from Martin Medrano, the defense coming up with a clutch interception. And you got to think right there, so many of those jump balls have come down in favor of Chapel Hill tonight. Not that one. Rashad Wofford adding to his interception count. I think he's at 6 now. I've kind of lost count for the guy. I mean, he went a couple of weeks without one, but, man, wow. That is amazing. A credit to Coach Blanco, really and truly coming in, first-year defense coordinator for the Pirates, and really just taking over and changing, really not changing the mentality, because we've seen this defense really do well over the past few years. But, man, wow. You limit the big play, and right there Chapel Hill went for that big play. And Pine Tree coming out with the win. And I guarantee you, not a whole lot of people had Pine Tree picked, but everybody on this side of the field dressed out in blue and gold had every bit of faith in the Pine Tree Pirates.
I love it, Coach. I love it. I was at the chili cook-off in Kilgore earlier today, and a friend came up to me and goes, I want you to know I picked the Pirates tonight. They're going to beat Chapel Hill. And you know what? He was right. How about those Pirates? 35-28 is your final score in Longview, Texas at Pirate Stadium, where the Chapel Hill Bulldogs have been taken down 35-28 by your Pine Tree Pirates. Thank you for joining us here midweek on the Vera Bank Pine Tree Live broadcast. We'll stick with you for a few minutes. We can chat about this game, but we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. It's a school night for all you boys and girls.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. But it's going to be a good day for Pine Tree to go back to school tomorrow and really be recapping this win and get an extra day to recap it. I mean, really enjoy it, because this is a big win, and it sets up a big showdown against Lindale next week. And, you said earlier today that it was, today was kind of for 3rd place. Now next week becomes for second place. And so it really does set it up for these Pine Tree Pirates, who I guarantee you a lot of people wrote them off at the beginning of the season, falling to Gilmer, falling to Van. People were like, oh, they're not what they were last year. Well, you're exactly right. They aren't what they were last year, but they're a different breed of Pirate now. They've found their own definition of ball. Is this the Get Six City defense that Coach Hampton brought in last year defensively? No, but it's the Black Flag defense of Coach Blanco, who has made it his own now. The offense, we can say so much about those guys from last year, Lamarian Hunter, MJ Cates, and the great offensive power that they brought over the past couple of years. Is it the same thing as that from last year? No, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I think so many people had put so much and predicated so much on the 10-2 season that Pine Tree had, which, by the way, amazing, awesome. That is such an accomplishment. Not very many teams have done that, and haven't done it in such a long time. But these guys doing it in their own way, that to me is more special than a whole lot of other things. I mean, the fact of the matter is coming through, making it your own, and finding gutsy ways to win. It really reminds me of not last year, but the year before, where Pine Tree was just finding a way to win those difficult games. And this one, a difficult game to win. I mean, Chapel Hill brought it in a very physical manner, but Pine Tree outlasted them.
Coach, you hit the nail on the head. Whenever you said this game was for 3rd place, next week's for 2nd place, last week was for 4th place. So, that was kind of the conversation coming to the season, is where is this Pine Tree team going to settle? Because, teams just go through rebuilds, whether you like it or not in high school, and you don't have to call them a rebuild. Maybe that's the wrong word to use, but you don't know, life is like a box of chocolates, right? You don't know what kind of football team you're going to have by midseason. But if you're a Pirate fan, you got to be loving what you're seeing right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, it reminds me of the Bochy Rangers when they went on to win the World Series, and it was that they didn't look real good until the right time of year. Now, I don't want to say the Pirates haven't looked good, but they have gradually improved every single week. Yeah. It's been that march up, right? And that's what you want. You don't want just these quick ups and downs. They're playing steady football right now on the offense and defensive side. They're limiting their mistakes. Now, we had the turnover on the fumble early in the game. The team was able to overcome that. You had some special teams woes with some low snaps. You were able to overcome those. Resistance is a quality of good football teams, and this team is showing some resilience in these situations, which could prove to be a big piece down the road for this team, but it's a huge piece to the puzzle tonight as the Pirates take down the Bulldogs.
You know, they say, you know, blacksmiths don't have an easy job. You know, they forge metal, and how they forge it by just constantly beating on it. And really, truly, that's how this Pine Tree. That's really the depiction I get of this Pine Tree team. Just one that has just really had to come on and really go through adversity, you know, have pressure put on them. And pressure is not all a bad thing. It's really not. If you have pressure on you, it's because things are expected out of you. And, you know, kudos to those guys that have come before this Pine Tree team to put those expectations and put that pressure on these guys being the next guys. I mean, you know, I saw last week somebody said, you know, if they make the playoffs 3 times in a row, that'll be a first for Pine Tree in quite a while, if at all, you know, and these guys are in prime position to do it. Big wins against Henderson, Chapel Hill, and now setting yourself up for a big showdown versus Lindale. We have a big familiarity with Lindale. We've played them in district, out of district, and they're always well coached by Coach Cochran, and it's going to come down to whether or not how can they find a way to win that game now. And now they'll have an extra day to kind of prepare for it. And I can tell you this much, not just because it's on Halloween, but I'm very excited about that game now.
That Lindale game is going to be a big one next week as we'll be traveling down I-20. We'll go to Lindale, where I think, Coach, what was it, 3 or 4 years ago we were in Lindale early in the season. They were non-district opponents for a number of years whenever Pirates were in 5A. But since last year dropping down into the District of Doom, they are now district opponents and somewhat of a bit of a rivalry game between these two schools. Lindale has traditionally had good football teams. They're a fast-paced offense. They like to run the ball. They're going to be a good team next week. And Pirates, really a good challenge. I mean, you get to this point of the year, you really don't want easy opponents as you're starting to prepare now for the playoffs. I don't know. Someone may correct me, but I think mathematically, I think the Pirates pretty much locked themselves into a playoff spot tonight. Now, I know we still have to beat Palestine, but I think even with that game, Pirates got to be looking good with a win over the Bulldogs for that for at least that 4th playoff spot. And now you're playing for the 2nd playoff spot next week against Lindale.
Yeah, really and truly. I mean, now all the pressure is, technically speaking, if you remove Maybank and Palestine out of the equation, considering they're 0 for, I think, in district, if I'm not mistaken. The pressure is now on Chapel Hill and Henderson looking for that last spot, because 2nd and 3rd will be sort of decided next week between us and Lindale. 1st place, obviously, Kilgore in the driver's seat for that. So really and truly, the pressure is now on them. A couple crazy things I think could happen to where it goes into a 3-way tie, and depending on points, you know, I don't know mathematically if, you know, like I said earlier in the broadcast, Miss Puckett really tried really hard to teach me math in high school, and it really just never
worked out. I like to just think if you win more games than you lose,
yeah, just win.
And you beat the other opponents that you need to, that takes care of it.
Isn't that
right?
what Al Davis said? Just win, baby,
just win, baby, win.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that kind of deal. So just win, just take care of what's in front of you. And, man, for Coach Bachman and his staff, man, really, man, you know, you come in taking over for Coach Lane, you know, who, you know, did what he did, put some staple wins, built, you know, a big-time program, and, you know, set the floor for Coach Bachman to come in and do what he's doing now. I mean, kudos and really and truly to the past that now has become the present for Pine Tree, and it's an awesome thing to see. I mean, you're talking about, you know, a lot of good things happening at Pine Tree. You know, the tennis team made the postseason and won by district, went to the 2nd round. Volleyball, you know, clinched playoffs. They're, you know, into the playoffs. They're going to play a playoff game next week. Just a lot of good things, and winning is contagious. You know, winning is a habit. You know, but unfortunately, so is losing. You know, Vince Lombardi said that, and, you know, there's no bigger truth to that. You know, right now our band's taking the field, getting ready to get ready for their competition. Just a lot of good things happening at Pine Tree. Very excited to be part of the Pine Tree community and being a part of all this and seeing all these good things happen. And then, the pressure being put on us, when we get to our season with the Mud Dogs and trying to continue on that winning tradition that now has become synonymous with Pine Tree. So very excited, and, man, can't wait for Halloween.
Coach, I can't wait. And we're hoping for more treats than tricks. Coach, give us your final words on the game tonight.
Oh, man, just a great game. And I think I said it to somebody at halftime. They were like, what do you think? And I said, I think Pine Tree will outlast Chapel Hill. Both teams playing real physical game. But in the end, a great coach once told me, the toughest team always wins. And for quite a bit of time, Pine Tree has always been that toughest team. Maybe not the most polished, but it always is the toughest team. And very proud of what this coaching staff and these kids have done, just winning in all sorts of ways. And like I said, putting themselves in a position where maybe not everybody else thought that they'd be in this position right now,
right,
but Pine Tree thought they would be. So that's all that matters.
I love it. All right, Coach, all right. Hey, Larry, go back real quick. Hey, look at our Alfred Hitchcock in the window over here. You see him? Wave to him, Larry. Yeah, there he is. That's Larry Mahan. That's our engineer. We love that guy. He's been so good to us. He makes sure we're here on time. He takes care of Coach and I. Just give a round of applause at home to Larry Mahan, bringing you Pine Tree Live. Anyways, thank you, Pirate Nation, for your support of Pine Tree Athletics. Thank you to the faculty and staff, including Superintendent Steve Cluxton, High School Principal Beeper Cross, Head Football Coach Jason Bachman, and Athletic Director Jacob Holder. Also, thank you to our 2025 sponsors, including our postgame and broadcast sponsor, Vera Bank, and the Pine Tree Live broadcast team of color commentator Coach Angel Rocha, cinematographers Calvin and Roger, and our engineer Larry Mahan with M6 Media. We look forward to seeing you again next Friday. Don't get scared. It's okay. It'll be Halloween in Lindale, Texas, where your Pirates are going to go face the Eagles. We look forward to seeing you next week. This is Michael Clements Jr. signing off from Pirate Stadium in Longview. Ahoy, good night, go Pirates.